जय श्री राम, जय श्री कृष्ण, हर हर महादेव सभी को। अच्छा, तो मैंने ये लाइव इसलिए रखी है क्योंकि हम्म तो मैंने ये लाइव इसलिए रखी है ताकि क्योंकि मुझे ये बताना है कि अपने आप को शिक्षित करो। अ, इस्कॉन वाले या जो भी अद्वैत विरोधी है, वो कोरा पे या यहाँ वहाँ कोई भी पोस्ट करे तो उससे विचलित मत हो जाओ। आपको वहां पे जाके चेक करना है कि वहां पे लिखा क्या गया है और कॉन्टेक्स्ट क्या है, और वो जिस ग्रंथ में से बता रहे हैं वो कोई ऑथेंटिक ग्रंथ है भी या नहीं। उसके अलावा आपको अपना जो बेसिक है वो स्ट्रॉन्ग करना है, क्लियर और स्ट्रॉन्ग। अगर आपने अपने बेसिक को अच्छा कर दिया, अपने बेसिक्स एकदम परफेक्ट कर दिए, अपनी थियरी एकदम परफेक्ट कर दी, तो आप कभी भी गुमराह नहीं हो सकते। आपको कोई गुमराह नहीं कर सकता, ना कभी कर पाएगा। इसलिए मैं हमेशा यही कहता हूँ कि एक्सपोज और ये सब तो, इन सब का इतना मूल्य नहीं है। वास्तविकता में मूल्य शिक्षा का ही है, एजुकेशन का ही। कि हम किसी के एक्सपोज करने पर निर्भर ना रहे कि कोई एक्सपोज करेगा, कोई इसको रिफ्यूट करेगा या कोई इसका आंसर देगा तभी हम समझ पाएंगे। ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए। मेरा मानना ये है कि खुद को ही एजुकेट करो ना, कि खुद ही इतने एजुकेट हो जाओ कि आप किसी से गुमराह ना हो पाओ। कोई भी कुछ भी बोले, आप अकेले ही सक्षम हो जाओ कि मैं इसको आराम से रिफ्यूट कर सकता हूँ, या ये कहाँ पे झूठ बोल रहा है वो मैंने पकड़ लिया है, मैं समझ पा रहा हूँ। जैसे कि कितने लोगों को आइडिया नहीं होता अव्यक्त का, कि प्रकृति की भी अव्यक्त अवस्था होती है और पुरुष का भी एक सनातन अव्यक्त भाव होता है। तो यहाँ पे भी कितने लोग बेवकूफ बनाते हैं। तो इसलिए मैं हमेशा यही कहता हूँ कि अपने बेसिक्स को, अपनी थियरी को पक्का करो। एजुकेशन एकमात्र एजुकेशन ही वो तरीका है जिससे आप अंधकार को, बुराई को हरा सकते हो, पाखंडों को हरा सकते हो। एकमात्र एजुकेशन ही तरीका है। यहाँ पे एजुकेशन यानी थियोरेटिकल नॉलेज की मैं बात कर रहा हूँ। तो इसलिए आपको स्ट्रांग बनना है, किसी के ऊपर निर्भर नहीं रहना है कि अगर इसने एक्सपोज नहीं किया या ये करेगा नहीं तब तक कुछ होगा नहीं, या कोरा पे कुछ ऐसा पढ़ लिया। इसलिए जब तक आप अद्वैत के बेसिक्स को नहीं समझेंगे तब तक कुछ नहीं हो सकता। क्यों? क्योंकि देखो, कभी कभी कुछ कुछ ग्रंथों में ये भी लिखा है कि हम कहीं पे लीन नहीं होते। हाँ, तो वो सही है, अद्वैत मानता ही है कि हम कभी लीन नहीं होते। क्यों? क्योंकि आत्मा को हम पहले से ही ब्रह्म मानते हैं, व्यापक मानते हैं। हमारे लिए जीव भाव और आत्मा भाव में अंतर है। जीव भाव को हम इंडिविजुअलिटी का भाव मानते हैं, जिसे अक्सर लोग आत्मा समझते हैं, हम उसे सूक्ष्म शरीर कहते हैं। और ये सूक्ष्म शरीर लीन हो जाता है अपनी वास्तविक अवस्था जो कि आत्मा है उसमें। तो देखो, ये छोटी सी चीज थी, ये एकदम छोटी सी चीज थी, लेकिन इसको जानना कितना महत्वपूर्ण था, क्योंकि इसको जाने बिना अद्वैत समझ ही नहीं आ सकता। तो ऐसी बहुत सारी बातें हैं, बहुत सारी ऐसी बातें हैं कि जो हमें सीखनी पड़ेगी, समझनी पड़ेगी। उसके लिए एजुकेशन मस्त है, क्योंकि जितना आप खुद को एजुकेट करोगे उतना ही आप लोगों के पाखंडों को समझ पाओगे कि ये लोग फंसा कहाँ रहे, ये लोग कहाँ से चेरी पिक कर रहे हैं और किस तरह से गलत इंटरप्रेट कर रहे हैं, और क्या ये वर्स या ये जो भी कॉन्टेक्स्ट है वो सच में अद्वैत का विरोध कर रहा है, या मैंने अद्वैत को ठीक से समझा नहीं। तो दूसरों के पाखंडों को आप कब समझ पाओगे या कब रिफ्यूट कर पाओगे? जब आपको स्वयं को सब पता होगा, आपके बेसिक्स क्लियर होंगे। जैसे कि जो सीरीज चल रही है मेरी, जीव और आत्मा को लेकर, उसमें कितना सब कुछ क्लियर हुआ है, कितना सब कुछ क्लियर हुआ है, उसका अंदाजा नहीं है आप लोगों को। और उसके अलावा भी आगे सीरीज आएगी कि जो अद्वैत के नाम पर पाखंड चल रहा है, उल्ट जैसा अद्वैत है ही नहीं, उसको अलग तरीके से गलत इंटरप्रेट करके दिखाया जा रहा है, चेरी पिक कर करके या यहाँ वहां से। तो ये जो पाखंड है उसको समाप्त करने के लिए आपको खुद को एजुकेट करना ही पड़ेगा। तो ये लाइव मैंने इसलिए रखा है ताकि आप स्वयं को एजुकेट करो, ताकि आप स्वयं को मुझे यही बताना है कि जितना हो सके स्वयं को एजुकेट करो। अ, और अगर लिंक्स, मतलब मदद चाहिए किसी ब्लॉग की, तो मेरे डिस्क्रिप्शन में मैंने डाला, दो लिंक्स है वो डाले हैं। एक तो अंडरस्टैंडिंग अद्वैत वेदांता और एक जगत गुरु ब्लॉग के। इन इन सब लिंक्स में अद्वैत को अच्छे से समझाया है, और जो पाखंडियों द्वारा जो मिस इंटरप्रिटेशंस क्रिएट किया गया है उसका अंत भी किया है। तो हेल्प तो होगी, लेकिन मेरा ये कहना है कि किसी को भी ऐसी हेल्प पे निर्भर नहीं रहना चाहिए, अपने आप को एजुकेट करना चाहिए। मैं ये भी नहीं कहता कि मेरे वीडियोस पे निर्भर रहो, नहीं, उसका कोई मूल्य नहीं है। क्योंकि मेरे वीडियोस बस आपको ये सिर्फ बता सकते हैं, क्लैरिटी दे सकते हैं कि हाँ इस तरह से मुझे समझना है। लेकिन सिर्फ वीडियोस सुन के आप पूरा अद्वैत नहीं जान पाएंगे, क्योंकि वेदांत जो है ना वो सबसे डीपेस्ट टॉपिक है, सबसे डीपेस्ट सब्जेक्ट है। इससे ज्यादा डीपेस्ट सब्जेक्ट इस पूरी दुनिया में कुछ नहीं, कोई नहीं, ब्रह्मांडों में कोई नहीं है। क्यों? क्यों वेदांत सबसे डीपेस्ट है? क्योंकि दूसरे जितने भी सब्जेक्ट्स है ना, वहां पे वो लोग स्टडी कर रहे ऑब्जेक्टिव रियलिटी, वहां पे वो लोग स्टडी कर रहे ऑब्जेक्ट्स को। लेकिन वेदांत स्टडी आपको करवाता है सब्जेक्टिव रियलिटी की, नोअर की। दिस इज रियल विजडम, ये रियल विजडम है। क्यों? क्योंकि ऑब्जेक्ट्स तो आएंगे और जाएंगे, ऑब्जेक्ट्स तो क्रिएट होंगे, स्थित होंगे और नष्ट हो जाएंगे। तो उन पे स्टडी करने से अच्छा क्यों ना हम उस सब्जेक्टिव रियलिटी की स्टडी करें जो सदा रहती है, जो इन ऑब्जेक्ट्स को जानने वाला है, जो नोअर है। क्योंकि जिसने उस नोअर को जान लिया, उसने सब कुछ जान लिया। क्यों? क्योंकि वो जो नोअर है ना, वो सिर्फ ऑब्जेक्ट्स की का अस्तित्व नहीं जानता, उनकी नॉन एग्जिस्टेंस भी जानता है। यानी वो ऑब्जेक्ट्स आए या जाए, उससे उस नोअर को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता। और ऑब्जेक्ट्स तो बहुत है, सबकी स्टडी हम कर भी नहीं सकते एक लाइफ में। लेकिन जिसने सब्जेक्ट को जान लिया, जिसने सब्जेक्टिव रियलिटी को जान लिया, उसने सब कुछ जान लिया। तो इसलिए वेदांत का जो मतलब, वेदांत एज अ सब्जेक्ट इज द डीपेस्ट सब्जेक्ट, और ये रियल विजडम है। क्योंकि ऑब्जेक्टिव रियलिटी को हम स्टडी करेंगे 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 करेंगे, तो वो तो खत्म ही नहीं होगी। क्योंकि इस ब्रह्मांड की भी मान लो स्टडी कर ली, तो दूसरे अनंत ब्रह्मांड है। अगर हर एक ऑब्जेक्ट को स्टडी करने जाएंगे तो ये तो संभव ही नहीं है। तो वेदांत कहता है कि तुम सब्जेक्टिव रियलिटी को समझो, सब्जेक्टिव रियलिटी को जानो, जो नित्य है, जो जानने वाला है। तो इसीलिए वेदांत को कहा गया है कि ये वास्तविक विजडम है, ये रियल विजडम। बुद्धिमता इसमें है कि हम नोअर को जाने, हम सब्जेक्टिव रियलिटी को जाने। तो और भी बहुत सारी चीजें हैं, वेदांत की तारीफ कोई नहीं कर सकता। समझना तो बहुत दूर की बात है, अगर कोई चाहे कि वेदांत की तारीफ कर सके तो उसकी तारीफें कम पड़ जाएगी, वेदांत की तारीफें कम पड़ जाएगी। इतना उच्च है ये ज्ञान, इतने उच्च कक्षा का ज्ञान है कि अगर एक बार आपने वेदांत को समझना चालू किया, सीखना चालू किया, तो सारे ज्ञान फीके पड़ जाएंगे आपके लिए। सारे ज्ञान आपको अनित्य, नॉनसेंस और चाइल्डिश नजर आएंगे। इतना उच्च कक्षा का ज्ञान है ये। और यही कारण है कि क्यों बड़े बड़े बुद्धिमान जो लोग हैं, बड़े बड़े क्वांटम फिजिसिस्ट हो, साइंटिस्ट हो, वो लोग वेदांत की तारीफ करते हैं। हमारे में इतने सारे दर्शन हैं, इतने सारे ग्रंथ हैं, लेकिन क्यों वो बुद्धिमान व्यक्ति सिर्फ और सिर्फ वेदांत की तारीफ करते हैं? कभी सोचा है आपने? क्यों उन्होंने ये नहीं कहा कि देखो ये जो दर्शन है वो श्रेष्ठ है, या ये पुराण श्रेष्ठ है, या ये मीमांसा दर्शन श्रेष्ठ है, या बहुत डीप है, या सांख्य है, या योग है? उन्होंने क्यों वेदांत को ही कहा होगा? कोई तो कारण है कि उन्होंने क्यों वेदांता की ही तारीफ की। ऐसा तो क्या है वेदांत में, ऐसी ऐसी ऐसा तो वेदांत का टॉपिक क्या होगा कि बुद्धिमानों का प्रिय है वेदांत? जितने भी लॉजिकल व्यक्ति है, वो अपने आप को वेदांत से जोड़ लेते हैं कि मैंने जो भी कुछ सीखा समझा अपनी लाइफ में, इतने सारे एक्सपेरिमेंट्स किए, इसने इतने थियरीज को समझा, और वो व्यक्ति भी अंत में बोलता है कि आई कैन रिलेट माई सेल्फ विथ वेदांता अलोन। मैं अपने आप को सिर्फ वेदांत से रिलेट कर सकता हूँ, मैं अपनी थियरीज को, अपने जो भी मैंने सीखा उसको मैं वेदांत से रिलेट कर सकता हूँ, उपनिषदों से रिलेट कर सकता हूँ। क्या आपने सोचा है कभी तो इसीलिए मैं चाहता हूं कि वेदांत का अध्ययन करो, क्योंकि जिसने वेदांत को समझ लिया, वेदांत को जान लिया, उसने सब कुछ जान लिया, उसने सब कुछ समझ लिया। क्योंकि वेदांत बात ही उस चीज की करता है जो नित्य है, जो इमॉर्टल है, जो अक्षर है। इसलिए इसीलिए मैंने लाइव रखा ये, कि मुझे बस ये बताना है कि अपने आप को शिक्षित करो आप लोग, जितना हो सके चीजों को समझने की कोशिश करो, साइंस को समझो। अगर अगर कोई साधना है, कोई स्पेसिफिक साधना है, तो उसके पीछे साइंस क्या है, विज्ञान क्या है? क्योंकि साधना के पीछे का अगर आपने विज्ञान समझ लिया ना, तो वो साधना आपके लिए साधना नहीं रहेगी, वो आपके लिए कोई कठिन चीज नहीं रहेगी, या वो आपके लिए सिर्फ एक फेथ नहीं रहेगा, आपके लिए फैक्ट बन जाएगा। इसीलिए किसी भी चीज के पीछे का साइंस, किसी भी प्रैक्टिसेस के पीछे का साइंस समझना बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है। क्योंकि उसी से वो जो चीज होती है या वो जो प्रैक्टिस होती है, उसके प्रति सिर्फ आपकी बिलीफ नहीं रहती, यानी वो सिर्फ फेथ नहीं रहता, वो आपके लिए फैक्ट बन जाता है। तो अगर कोई चीज या कोई प्रैक्टिस आपके लिए फैक्ट आपको बनानी है, ये तो फैक्ट है, ये कोई फेथ नहीं है, तो आपको उस चीज के पीछे का विज्ञान समझना पड़ेगा। अगर भक्ति है तो भक्ति में ऐसा क्यों है, और भक्ति कितने प्रकार की है, और ऐसा क्यों करवाया जा रहा है, ऐसी प्रैक्टिस क्यों है, क्यों ऐसा रूप ध्यान करवाया जा रहा है, या अ, अ, भजन कीर्तन या स्तुति बुलवाई जा रही है, उसके पीछे का विज्ञान क्या है? वो हमारे मन को क्या भाव देना चाहते हैं, कि जिसके लिए उन्होंने ऐसी प्रैक्टिसेस क्रिएट की होगी? आइडल वर्शिप के पीछे का साइंस क्या है? तो जब आप उन विज्ञानों को जान जाओगे ना, तो ये सारी चीजें, ये सारे प्रैक्टिसेस आपके लिए कोई फेथ नहीं रहेगी, आपके लिए फैक्ट बन जाएगी। और मैं ये बताना चाहूंगा कि इन सब का विज्ञान आपको समझना है, तो आपको पढ़ना चाहिए योग दर्शन। योग दर्शन में इन सब के पीछे का विज्ञान समझाया गया है, कि अगर ये प्रैक्टिस है तो इसके पीछे क्या विज्ञान है, वो हमारे मनोवृत्तियों पर क्या प्रभाव डालना चाहते हैं, हमारे अंदर किस तरह के भाव क्रिएट करने के लिए, और किस तरह के जो बुरे भाव है उनका अंत करने के लिए ये स्पेसिफिक प्रैक्टिस, ये स्पेसिफिक रूप ध्यान हमें बताया जा रहा है। क्या है ये? तो अगर आपको इन सब का विज्ञान समझना है, तो मैं बोलूंगा योग दर्शन आपको पढ़ना चाहिए। हाँ, तो फिर से वही मैं कहूंगा कि कोरा पे कुछ भी पढ़कर या कोई भी ट्रांसलेशन देखकर अपने आप को ये मत समझने लोगों कि यार मैं तो यहाँ पे कंफ्यूज हो गया, या यहाँ पर ये तो आ, कुछ गलत हो गया, ऐसा मत समझो। अपने आप को एजुकेट करो, अपने आप को शिक्षित करो, क्योंकि उसी से सब कुछ होगा।
हेलो।
हेलो।
हाँ भैया, मेरी आवाज़ आ रही है?
यस।
ठीक है। ये कोई इस्कॉन से आया है, ये कुछ गोपाल दास करके प्रभु कोई है, यही है ये?
हेलो।
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 जय श्री राम।
जय
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 श्री
श्री
राम।
राम।
मेरा डाउट था सर, थोड़े डाउट है।
जी पूछिए।
सर मैं ये कह रहा था कि आप इसको मानते हैं कि सब ब्राह्मण है, सब ब्राह्मण का रूप है, हम सब सारे लोग। तो
हम नहीं मानते हैं,
हम्म।
हम नहीं मानते, ये तो शास्त्रों में लिखा है ये तो।
ठीक है, शास्त्रों में लिखा है, वैसे नहीं मतलब
हाँ
मानते हो तभी आप इसका प्रचार भी तो करते हो।
हम्म।
हाँ हाँ, बिल्कुल करते हैं।
तो मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि जैसे फिर दुनिया में कोई लोग हैं जो गलत काम भी कर रहे हैं, वो भी ब्राह्मण का ही रूप है, चाहे वो किसी भी धर्म के हो, सभी तो ब्राह्मण का ही रूप है
भाई
ना।
साहब, आपको ये मालूम है, सुनिए सुनिए, पहले आपको ये मालूम है कि जब हम कहते हैं हम ब्रह्मास्मि, या जब उपनिषद ये बोलती है, तो वो किस
हम्म।
दृष्टि से बोलती है? ये आपको पता है?
हाँ,
किस
पता
पॉइंट
है।
ऑफ व्यू से बोलती है? हाँ। हाँ,
वो
कहाँ
हमारे
से बोलती है?
आत्मा, वो हमारे कॉन्शियसनेस चैतन्य को बोल रही है।
हाँ, तो
वो हमारे
जो लोग
सगुण,
गलत
हमारे
काम
रूप को
करते
नहीं बोल
हैं,
रही। हम्म।
हाँ, तो जो लोग गलत काम करते हैं, क्या वो लोग अपने चैतन्य स्वरूप में इस समय?
नहीं नहीं, मैं वो मेरा क्वेश्चन एक बार कंप्लीट होने दो आप, एक बार। मैं कह
अच्छा,
रहा
ठीक
था
है ठीक है ठीक।
एक बंदा, एक इंसान है जो मतलब अहम ब्रह्मास्मि तक पहुंच चुका है, उसको सब हो गया है, मतलब उसने सब जान लिया है। उसके बाद अगर उसको कोई ऐसा इंसान मिले जो उसको मतलब मान लो सामने से आ रहा है तलवार लेकर उसको मारने, तो वो क्या सोचे उस टाइम पे कि ये भी ब्रह्म है, मैं भी ब्रह्म हूँ, तो क्या मारना है इसको, क्या इससे द्वेष रखना, तो मतलब अपने आप को वो
सुनो
मारने
सुनो
दे।
सुनो। मैं मैं बताता हूँ, मैं बताता हूँ। आपने ये पूछा कि अगर कोई व्यक्ति है जो सेल्फ रियलाइज्ड हो चुका है, जिसने जान लिया है कि मैं सर्वात्मा हूँ, यानी सबके अंदर चैतन्य के रूप में, अंतर्यामी के रूप में मैं ही स्थित हूँ, और
हम्म।
उस भाव में वो स्थित भी है। तो आपका क्वेश्चन ये है कि अगर वो तलवार लेके आ रहा है और मार रहा है, तो क्या वो मारने देगा? तो देखो, मैं ये बताना चाहूंगा कि शास्त्रों के अनुसार जो व्यक्ति जीवन मुक्त होता है ना, उसकी बॉडी पे वो कंट्रोल करना चाहे तो कर सकता है, लेकिन वो अपनी बॉडी पे कंट्रोल नहीं करता। उसकी जो चिति शक्ति होती है, चिति शक्ति, वो शक्ति ही उसकी बॉडी को कंट्रोल करती है। यानी वो पूरी तरह से, उसकी बॉडी जो होती है वो प्रकृति के 3 गुण ही करते हैं, क्योंकि उसने जान लिया है कि अभी तक भी प्रकृति के 3 गुण ही सब कुछ कर रहे थे। और ये गीता में भी लिखा है कि अर्जुन, ज्ञानी व्यक्ति ये जानता है कि प्रकृति के 3 गुण ही सब कुछ कर रहे हैं, ये जानकर वो अपने साक्षी भाव में स्थित रहता है। तो अगर उसके प्रारब्ध में प्रकृति ने लिखा होगा कि वो इस तरह से रिएक्ट करेगा, तो वो प्रकृति ही रिएक्ट करवाएगी। वो जो व्यक्ति होगा उसको उससे कोई वो नहीं होगा, वो अपने समत्व भाव में रहेगा। प्रकृति ही उसके प्रारब्ध के अनुसार जो भी करवाना होगा वो करवाएगा उसकी बॉडी को। ये है इसका आंसर। ये आ, सुनने में अजीब लगेगा, लेकिन शास्त्रों में यही कहा गया है।
तो मतलब वो चेतन ही कराएगा उससे सब कुछ, मतलब हाँ, मतलब पूरा जब वो रियलाइज है तो सब कुछ वो चेतन नहीं कर रहा है,
चैतन्य नहीं, प्रकृति।
प्रकृति
प्रकृति
कर
के
रही है।
3 गुण अभी भी वही कर रही है।
चैतन्य
अच्छा।
बैटरी समान है, मतलब वो अच्छा या बुरा हो नहीं सकता। उसका यूटिलाइजेशन जो होता है फीचर यानी प्रकृति के माध्यम से वही हो सकता है।
ठीक है।
कृष्ण,
हम्म।
गीता में कृष्ण वही तो कह रहे थे कि प्रकृति के 3 गुण सब कुछ कर रहे, तुम नहीं कर रहे। लेकिन क्योंकि तुम्हारी आइडेंटिफिकेशन तुमने प्रकृति के साथ रखी है, 3 गुणों के साथ रखी है, तो तुम्हें ऐसा लग रहा है कि तुम कर रहे हो। तुमने खुद को कर्ता माना है, बल्कि तुम कर्ता नहीं हो वास्तविकता में।
ठीक है, तो फिर वो जो हो रहा है वो होने देगा।
वो जो सामने वाला व्यक्ति जो तलवार लेके आ रहा है, वो भी
हम्म।
प्रकृति के 3 गुण ही तलवार के रूप में और वो सब के रूप में कार्य कर रहे हैं। और ये जो व्यक्ति होगा, वो जो रिएक्ट करेगा, वो भी पहले ही लिखा जा चुका है प्रकृति द्वारा। और प्रकृति ही उसे वैसा रिएक्ट करवाएगी जैसा प्रारब्ध में होगा।
ठीक है।
यस।
एक और मैं पूछना चाहूंगा, जैसे आप एक्सपीरियंस की बात करते हो कि मेडिटेशन जो आप बोलते हो, इसमें मेडिटेशन इसको बोलते हैं कि हर किसी में एक ब्रह्मन को ही देखना, अपने में भी और हर किसी में, ये सबसे ऊंचे लेवल की मेडिटेशन है। मतलब जो
यस।
आज तक लोग मेडिटेशन करते थे कि आंख बंद करके कमरे में बैठ जाओ अंधेरे से में, तो उससे पता नहीं साउंड को सुनो या फिर सांस को देखो, तो वो सब इसके सामने कुछ भी नहीं है, ये सबसे ऊपर है।
नहीं,
तो
देखो, हम ये नहीं कहते कि वो सब इसके सामने कुछ भी नहीं। ये सारे अलग अलग जो ऑब्जेक्टिव्स है ना ये मेडिटेशन के, वो
हम्म
वन पॉइंटेडनेस को डेवलप करने के लिए, ताकि हमारी चित्त शुद्धि हो सके। चाहे वो चक्रों पे ध्यान करना हो,
हम्म
अपने श्वास पे ध्यान करना हो, या किसी मतलब सगुण साकार ईश्वर के रूप का ध्यान करना हो, या साउंड ऑफ साइलेंस जो बोलते हैं कि इसे सुनो, उसे सुनना हो। ये जितने भी अलग अलग प्रकार के मेडिटेशन है, सबका लक्ष्य वही है कि हमारा जो मन है वो वन पॉइंटेडनेस को प्राप्त हो। और ऐसा क्यों? वन पॉइंटेडनेस प्राप्त करने से क्या होगा? तो वन पॉइंटेडनेस को जैसे जैसे हम अचीव करते हैं, हमारा मन जैसे जैसे वन पॉइंटेड होता जाता है, वैसे वैसे हमारी चित्त शुद्धि होती है। यानी वो जो पास्ट इंप्रेशंस होते हैं, वो जो संस्कार होते हैं, वो भस्म होते जाते हैं, उनका क्षय होता जाता है। और जैसे जैसे वो क्षय होते जाते हैं, हमारा मन निर्मल होता है और हम अपने स्वरूप में स्थित होने के और करीब आते हैं। ये है उनके पीछे का साइंस।
ठीक है। और जैसे एक्सपीरियंस है तो वो कैसा होगा, मतलब लाइट दिखेगी चारों तरफ या फिर कुछ ऐसा अलग सा होता है?
ऐसा कुछ नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं, कोई
सिर्फ
लाइट
नॉर्मल?
या ऐसा कुछ नहीं। देखो, 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 मैं बताता हूँ। एक्चुअली अद्वैत को लेकर लोगों को ये मिसकंसेप्शंस है कि मतलब आत्मैव इदं सर्वम, या पुरुषैव इदं सर्वम, या वासुदेव सर्वमिति। इन सब का मीनिंग वो ऐसा मानते हैं कि फिर हमें ये जो चीजें दिख रही है वो दिखना बंद हो जाएगी और हर तरफ आत्मा दिखेगी। नहीं, वहां पे दिखने का मतलब ये नहीं है कि ये स्थूल दृष्टि से हमें वो दिखने लगे, हमें अनुभूति होगी अंदर से। यहाँ पे रियलाइजेशन या दिखने का मतलब ये है कि हमें आत्मैव इदं सर्वम की अनुभूति होगी, कि अभी हमारा जो अवेयरनेस है, हमारी अवेयरनेस, वो हमने सिर्फ ये हमारा जो स्थूल शरीर है उस तक सीमित कर दी। लेकिन जब रियलाइजेशन होता है आत्मैव इदं सर्वम का, तो ऐसा नहीं कि हर जगह फिर आत्मा दिखने लगती है, नहीं। उसका अर्थ ये है कि वो जो हमारी अवेयरनेस जो अभी तक सिर्फ ये बॉडी लेवल तक सीमित थी, वो अब व्यापक अनुभव होगी हमें। यानी हमें ये नहीं लगेगा कि मैं सिर्फ बॉडी हूं, हमें ये लगेगा कि आई एम द ऑल परवाइडिंग कॉन्शियसनेस इन विच एवरीथिंग एग्जिस्ट, कि जिसके अंदर ये सब कुछ एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है। ऐसा में स्पेस के समान, यानी खाली जगह के समान ऑल परवेसिव कॉन्शियसनेस हो, चैतन्य हो। तो इस अनुभूति को कहा गया है सर्वात्म भाव। इसे ही कहा गया है आत्मेव इदं सर्वम। या ऐसा नहीं होता कि हर तरफ लाइट दिखने लगती है या हर तरफ हम आत्मा देखेंगे, नहीं। बल्कि अंदर ये अनुभूतियां जो होती है, रियलाइजेशन हमेशा आंतरिक होता है, अंदर से ये रियलाइजेशन रहता है। ये मतलब ये हमारे लिए एक लिविंग रियलिटी बन जाती है कि मैं सिर्फ ये बॉडी नहीं हूं, मैं व्यापक हूं, मैं ऑल परवेसिव।
मतलब निधिध्यासन की स्टेट में पहुंच जाता है एक इंसान?
निधिध्यासन से ये स्टेट प्राप्त होती है। निधिध्यासन करते 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 जब मन शुद्ध हो जाता है और मन जो है वो उस भाव से भावित हो जाता है, उसके बाद ये अवस्था जो अभी तक वो निधिध्यासन कर रहा था, वही निधिध्यासन, वही धारणा उसके लिए नेचुरल स्टेट बन जाती है, यानी सहज अवस्था बन जाती
ठीक है।
है, लिविंग रियलिटी बन जाती है।
और मैं पिछले एक महीने से आत्मा देखने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ इधर उधर।
ना, 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 उसका मतलब ये नहीं है क्योंकि वो तो सब्जेक्टिव रियलिटी है ना,
हाँ, मैं
उसको आप
वही कह रहा हूँ
ऑब्जेक्ट
कि फिर
कैसे बना
इनलाइटमेंट।
सकते हैं? हम्म
मैं ये पूछ रहा हूँ सर कि इसका मतलब इनलाइटमेंट वही होता है कि आपको ज्ञान आ गया और आपने ये महसूस करना मतलब देखना शुरू कर दिया लोगों में, तो यही है
यस
सब, ये एंड है मतलब, है ना? इसके ऊपर कोई ज्ञान नहीं है।
यस यस, यही सर्वात्म भाव ही अंतिम है।
इससे
और फिर सर्वात्म भाव प्राप्त होने पर जो सेल्फलेस लव सबके प्रति होता है, उसे ही हम पराभक्ति कहते हैं।
ठीक है।
उसे ही हम कहते हैं कि
हेलो
सबकी सेवा करना, ये सब कुछ वासुदेव ही है,
ये
भैया
जानना
ये
है।
इस्कॉन से आया है कोई?
सर
हाँ
आप कर लो, मैं
बोलिए।
थोड़ा मेरे और क्वेश्चन है मैं बाद में कर लूंगा।
ठीक ठीक है, ठीक है।
किक मत करना सर।
हेलो हेलो
हाँ हाँ
हेलो।
हाँ जी, बोलिए
आप
बोलिए।
मुझे सुन सकते हैं?
क्या?
हाँ
सुन
हाँ हाँ,
सकते हैं?
सुन सकते हैं।
हाँ हाँ,
हरे
सुन
हरे
सकते
कृष्णा
बिल्कुल
हैं।
प्रभु जी,
बिल्कुल।
हरे कृष्णा।
हरे कृष्णा हरे
तो
कृष्णा।
मैं इस्कॉन तिरुपति से बोल रहा हूँ। मेरा नाम गोपाल दास प्रभु है।
अच्छा जी।
सर, मैंने आपका ऑलमोस्ट ऑल वीडियोस देखा है। मैं इस्कॉन तिरुपति से एक बंदा हूँ जिसने रिसेंटली इस्कॉन ज्वाइन किया था।
अच्छा ओके।
हाँ
तो
हाँ हाँ, ओके।
मेरे को पहले आई इंग्लिश में बोल सकता हूँ क्या?
जी बोलिए।
या यू
हाँ,
कैन यू
तो
कैन।
yeah, I joined ISKCON like in 2019, I guess, probably somewhere in the mid of 2019 I joined as a devotee. तो मुझे ऐसा पहले जब मैं पहली बार गया था, तो मैं अभी भी वहाँ पर एक मेंबर हूँ। एक मतलब आई डोंट विजिट ऑफन बट आई जस्ट गो टू टेम्पल, इस्कॉन टेम्पल्स। आई मीन इस्कॉन तिरुपति में ही उसके पास में रहता हूँ। तो जब भगवान को देखने का मन करता है तो बस वी जस्ट गो टू सत्संग्स। तो मैंने बहुत प्रभु जी से मिला है। तो
हम्म।
मुझे इतना भी नहीं मालूम कि ऐसा एक सिद्धांत है जिसका नाम अद्वैत है।
अच्छा
तो आपके चैनल देखने के बाद ना आई आई वाज जस्ट ऑस्ट्रक, क्योंकि मुझे ऐसा एक सिद्धांत के बारे में नहीं पता था।
Are you
अच्छा
aware of Acharya Shankar?
Yeah, just because after seeing your channel I just researched something about him. तब मुझे पता चला कि ऐसे भी लोग थे जो इतने एडवांस थे।
यस जी।
And I think everyone
मैं
is aware of him, but if you go to ISKCON, you might have
गोपाल जी,
missed the chance. But yeah,
जी आप
everyone
बोलिए।
is
if you are
almost everyone is
comfortable in English,
aware
then
of.
you can speak in English only.
Yes, yes, it's
uh,
fine.
Okay, so because I mostly speak Telugu at home because I stay at Tirupati, so it's a little bit inconvenient for me to speak in Hindi. But
Yeah, you
I can
can
little
go on
bit
in
speak.
English only. That's not an issue for us. Yeah,
Okay,
please go
sir.
on.
So, with all respect, I just wanted to, I researched a lot about Adi Shankaracharya ji, but before I never knew even a thing about him. So, I'm just researching even now. But could you just tell me what is this Advaita? What is it all about? Like, every day I never have heard the term of Advaita. I just know Dvait. And ISKCON, when I joined, there's one Guruji called as Leela Samdas. So he always preaches only Dvait, and he these people actually after seeing your channel, I'm really even worrying because I was just thinking to put my daughter in ISKCON because I'm married. My age is around 32. So I thought I'll put my daughter in ISKCON, but I don't know. Somewhere she has found your video. She has found your video in YouTube. She said me, look at this, dad, you go to such an institution, so there are such malpractices happening. I said, don't tell all these nonsense. Then I was like, okay, let me see what is this. Then I saw there are many scriptural references that you're giving. So I wanted to know what is this Advaita. After seeing your philosophy, I think I never heard anything like that, and it's really nice to see such a philosophy and such a person who existed in this land. Could you just tell me something about this Advait, sir, if you don't mind?
जी
Gopal
जी
sir,
मैं
I have one question for you before we answer that Advait related question. What do you
Sure.
understand by the term Dvait? Can you explain us that? What is Dvait? The philosophy you follow?
What I understood, sir, basically, I'm a born Madhva, राइट.
मध्वा,
मध्वाचार्य का
ओके.
फिलोसफी, हाँ. सो हम इस्कॉन में जब ज्वाइन किए, तो these people are also based on Madhvacharyas, so I just thought when we join here. So what I know about Advaita is it's like, there is duality in this world. Like for example, when we see, uh, whatever we see, right? So, and the ultimate source, we see these two as two different things. The source is different, and the creation here is different. And but still, we don't refer to this as different because the source is creating this Maya. But still,
Yes.
this Maya cannot be the source. So that's what I understood by what these people are trying to tell. And
Okay.
I'm not telling this as a judgment of my own, but I feel this is what I was preached in Iskcon. They're telling that
Okay.
what you see as creation is actually the Maya of Krishna, and Krishna has nothing to do with this Maya. It is just his Maya, but he's beyond this Maya, who's controlling the entire process of
Okay.
everything. And so my question is, how like, when I saw your Siddhant in your thing, and it's more interesting because you seem to tell that everything
Yeah.
is like all
Hmm.
underlying reality is formless. So my question
Yes.
is, how is it formless? So is this all fake? My question is, all the
No, no,
Maya
no.
is.
No, no.
Hmm.
My counter question would be, when did this creation happen? Was it there before? Like, since time immemorial, are we having this creation, or it has been
Uh,
created?
Sir, when they preached me about, I think they preached me something called as multiverse theory of Lord Krishna. So they
Hmm. Yeah.
told, when there was nothing, there was only Krishna sitting in Golok, and what happened was, this Krishna, when he inhales and exhales, they बोलते हैं कि, करोड़ों ब्रह्मांड,
Yes, yes.
yeah.
Let's not make it that complex. You said no. There was only one Krishna. Nothing was there, right, in the beginning.
Yes,
Yes,
that's what I was preached.
yes, yes, yes. And my second question would be, will this creation will be there forever?
Um, yeah, a cyclical motion of this creation will be there. That's what I believe.
No, no. But
Yeah.
you are following Iskcon philosophy, right? Look, so there will be creation, then it will be sustained, then it will be destroyed. That's what we have.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm telling. That's what I'm attributing it to cyclical
Yes. Yes.
movement.
Yes.
Yes. So the
Okay.
time will again come when all this creation would vanish, right?
Yes, sir. That's what they're telling us. They're telling me that
And what will remain then? And after that, what will remain? Krishna.
yeah. They told me that he when he inhales, there are lots of universes or
Yeah, yeah,
multiverses which he
that's fine.
sucks up,
I'm not going into technicality of that, how this universe is happening.
and
But
after
you clearly
time he
said, right?
just.
No, but you clearly said there is one identity which was there, which is still there when the creation is, and which will be there when the creation will not be there, right?
Yeah, and he'll be sitting on the serpent.
That's fine. I'm not going into technicality of what's happening in your philosophy, but one thing is clear: there is a single truth. Truth means which doesn't change with time. That's what we understand how the truth is, and I think you also take it that way. So Krishna was there, Krishna is there, Krishna will be there. So that's what we are referring to as Advait. But in a different term, we are not exactly saying Advait is that. But the thing is, Sarg Avastha, when the creation is happening, before that only one identity was there. And after Mahapralaya, only one identity will remain. Whatever is happening is just a game of five elements, right? These are all products of Maya. So
Hmm.
I
Uh.
think he left the session. But yeah,
Yeah. He left.
Actually, he is one of a kind. I mean, I've never seen any such Isconite who just ponders this much over things which are taught in their life now. He's back.
he's interested
Yes.
in the philosophy. The thing is, he's interested. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
yeah, because
He has come.
most of
He's
the other
arrived.
guys,
Yes, he has come
they
back. He has come
they
back.
have a
Yeah, sir.
yeah they have a preconceived notion.
Yes, yes. So I can you hear me, Gopal sir? Hello.
हेलो।
हाँ सनातन
हाँ
भाई,
सनातन भाई,
यश भैया और
यश भैया और
शाश्वत भैया आप कंटिन्यू करें, बट हाँ मैंने ऐसा कुछ स्टार्ट किया था बस कि क्रिएशन जो है वो
जी।
टेम्परेरी है।
अच्छा गोपाल जी, मैं आपको हिंदी में बता सकता हूँ, समझा सकता हूँ, क्योंकि इतनी फास्टली मैं नहीं समझा पाऊंगा इंग्लिश में। कुछ बोलिए। हेलो।
हेलो गोपाल जी।
पता नहीं, कुछ बोल नहीं रहे।
मुझे लग रहा है कनेक्शन की दिक्कत होगी। अरे
ठीक है, तो भी
ये
उन्हें
निकल,
सुनाए, उन्हें
इनको
उन्हें
सही चीज
सुनाई दे रहा
बताइए।
होगा।
हाँ
हाँ
इनको
मैं
सही
बताता
चीज
हूँ,
बताइए भैया,
उन्हें सुनाई दे
ये
रहा
निकल
होगा।
सकते हैं वहां से। हाँ अगर ये
हम्म।
बच जाए, वहां से निकल जाए तो बहुत सही होगा। कोई तो निकले वहां से,
ऐसे
नहीं तो
सर
वहां
मैं
जाके तो
वैसे
लोग बन जाते हैं।
एक्चुअली मैं भी एस्कॉन जाता था। फिर जब से मैंने आपकी वीडियोस देखना शुरू किया है ना, तो एस्कॉन जाने से ऐसा मतलब हुआ नहीं कि कभी, जैसे गीता भी पढ़ी है तो उसमें भी लिखा होता है कि मतलब कोई मरता नहीं है, ऊपर ऊपर की बातें बताई है
हम्म।
कि कोई मरता नहीं है, वो
हम्म।
समझ ही नहीं आया। अब मैं मतलब रट लिया उस चीज को, और रटने के बाद कोई मरता नहीं है, उसका दुख नहीं करना है, तो अगर दुख आ रहा है तो इसका मतलब दुख आएगा, क्योंकि सच्चाई नहीं पता थी ना तब। दुख आएगा
हम्म।
ठीक है, जब सच्चाई नहीं पता। तो उसमें मैं सोच रहा था कि यार मेरे में कुछ कमी है क्या भक्ति में, कि जो मेरे को दुख लगेगा किसी के मरने का अब भी। क्योंकि उसके बाद भी मेरे को ऐसा सपना आया था कि पेरेंट्स की डेथ का सपना आया था। तो मुझे लगा कि यार उस टाइम मैं बहुत दुखी हो गया था उठ के, कि मैंने कहा ये कैसे हो सकता है, मैं तो उधर भी जा रहा हूँ, तो ऐसा तो होना नहीं चाहिए, दुख तो होना नहीं चाहिए। तो जब से सनातन भाई की वीडियोस देखी है ना मैंने, इन्होंने इतना बढ़िया काम किया है कि मतलब इन्होंने जागरूक किया एक टाइप से। इन्होंने सच्चाई बताई है, अब ना तो मरने का ही दुख है, ना तो जीने का, क्योंकि मर तो शरीर है, वैसे भी एक ही सच है जो अलग अलग रूपों में आ रहा है। इतनी सिंपल सी बात बहुत ही
आप ही वो
मतलब
सच
बहुत
है।
सालों बाद समझ आई।
बट चीज पता है क्या, अभी आप बोल रहे हैं ना, तो हम तो वैसे चाहते हैं कि सब अच्छा ही हो, बट कभी कभी बोलना थोड़ा आसान होता है, एक्सपीरियंस हमेशा डिफरेंट ही होता है। बट आप इस मार्ग पे है ना, तो आपका डेफिनेटली वो इवोल्यूशन तो
हम्म,
होगा जो भी आपका चल रहा है।
उस पार तक भी पहुंच जाएंगे आप, उस अवस्था तक जहां आपको सच में नहीं लगेगा डर। जहां जैसे अगर आपने भागवतम पढ़ी हो तो उसमें परीक्षित जी को जो आखिरी उपदेश दिया उसमें भी यही कहा है कि तुम जो है तक्षक नाग आएगा काटेगा, तुमको फर्क नहीं पड़ना चाहिए, क्योंकि तुम जन्म नहीं लेते, तुम मरते नहीं हो, तुम तो स्वयं ईश्वर हो। हाँ पर ब्रह्म हो तुम, परम धाम हो तुम। तो
हम्म।
उस अवस्था तक भगवान करे पहुंच जाए आप भी कभी ना कभी।
एक अष्टवक्र गीता की आपकी वीडियो देखी थी मैंने, उसमें आपने बोला था कि श्रवण मनन मनन करने के बाद भी जिसकी बुद्धि में ये सीधी सी बात जाती नहीं है, तो वो फिर भी मलीन को प्राप्त होता है। मतलब उसकी बुद्धि में जाने का नाम मतलब तो मैं ये समझ रहा हूँ कि उसने गुरु से शिक्षा भी ली, उसका श्रवण भी किया, मनन भी किया, फिर भी उसको वो चीज समझ नहीं आई, और उसने वो उस पाथ पे फॉलो नहीं किया। तो इसका मतलब यही हुआ,
जी यही हुआ।
उसकी बुद्धि ने एक्सेप्ट नहीं किया उसको, ये यही सच है, और
So
वो
can you
फिर से
hear?
आसक्ति की ओर चले गया।
यस यस वी कैन हियर।
यस यस।
Sorry, sir. I just left because some issues with my phone. So I just had to come back.
इट्स
Hope you don't
इट्स ऑल
mind.
So
राइट।
you can hear us right
Yes,
now?
sir. I can.
Yes, yes. So you remember the conversation that I was having with you at that time?
Yes, sir. I remember.
Yes, yes. So
Could you
so
just
what
repeat
I
it
was
once?
trying to tell you, what I was trying to tell you was, so one truth which you are referring to as Krishna is something, is some entity which has been there before the creation, which will be there after the creation, which is there when the creation is existing, right?
Yes, sir. That's what we believe.
Yes, yes. So that's you can start like thinking in terms of Advait. The second entity which we are considering, this creation, it's temporary. It's just a play of five elements. So we are just telling people, like not people. The Siddhant says that we have to go beyond all this. There is only one truth. and that's the supreme truth. There is no second truth, which will be there, which is there, which was there, and that's how all this
Uh,
Advaita philosophy came out.
sir,
We,
one
we,
question.
if
Can I
you are
just put it
like,
on?
जी
yes.
Sir, my question is, I understand that you're telling there is one truth. So my question is, when I refer to Krishna, like I'm not telling it's my point. This is what I heard from the people of Iskcon when I was there in the satsang. They told, as you told me, that there's only one truth. But when I see your philosophies, when I started researching, uh, something it's mentioned as formless. I mean, the main basis of your your aim is to preach formlessness to attain the highest reality. So what I
we will
saw
we
with
will we will go to that. We will go to that formless and form, that part will go. But did you understand that there is only one truth at least, not
sir,
the
but
three?
my question with this truth
ओके
is,
चल
you're
जी
telling that this Krishna, which I'm referring, you're telling that is one truth which is there. So when we are told about this, it's referred to this truth is the only truth, and this is there in a physical form. So
जी
my question is, how do you attribute it to the Siddhanta which you people are following? So
अच्छा मैं
you're telling
समझाता
us
that
हूँ
one truth,
Yeah, that,
but
yes,
how
I
can
will
it
tell
be
you that.
physical?
But you
देखो
accept that, no, there is
हाँ
we will go to that formless and form part. But you accept that, no, all these, the secondary truth that we are talking about, this creation, that's not permanent, right?
Uh,
You accept that.
yes, so that's what even they told.
Yes,
They told
yes.
it's Maya. It's just an illusion.
या
Yes. Now, yes, I will continue regarding this
जी
formless and form section. Yeah,
हाँ
yes,
तो
over to
अब
you.
मैं अब अब मैं आता हूँ कृष्ण पे और बाकी सब पे एक्चुअली गोपाल जी बात ये है कि हमारे यहाँ पे जितने भी दर्शन हैं उसमें उस रियलिटी को कॉन्शियसनेस कहा गया है उसमें उस रियलिटी को पुरुष या आत्मा कह के संबोधित किया गया अगर हमारे ओल्ड टेक्स्ट को हम देखेंगे जैसे कि मेन 11 उपनिषदों को सांख्य दर्शन को योग दर्शन को वहां पे उसको आत्मा कह के संबोधित किया गया है जिसको एक तरह से बताया गया है कि जो सत्य है चित है और आनंद है सत्य का अर्थ यहाँ पे वो है कि जो तीनों कालों में रहे और एक समान रहे यानी जो अनचेंजिंग रियलिटी हो और तीनों कालों में एग्जिस्ट करे उसे ही सत्य कहते हैं चित्त वो है कि जो कॉन्शियस हो और आनंद यानी जो ब्लिस हो उसको हम कहते हैं ब्रह्म अब देखो ब्रह्म उसका नाम नहीं है उपनिषदों में कहा है वेदों में कहा है कि ब्रह्म ऐसा नहीं है कि वो उस रियलिटी को हमने नाम दे दिया है बल्कि ब्रह्म हम उसको कह रहे हैं कि जो सबसे बड़ा हो यानी जो सबसे ज्यादा व्यापक हो जिससे व्यापक कोई तत्व ना हो जो स्वयं तत्वातीत हो जिसमें जिससे सब उत्पन्न हो रहा है जिसके अंदर सब स्थित है और जिसमें सब समा जाएगा उसको हम नाम दे रहे हैं ब्रह्म तो ऐसा भी मत समझना कि उस परम सत्य का नाम दे दिया गया है ब्रह्म वो उसका नाम नहीं है वो उसको रिफर करने के लिए कहा गया है इसीलिए उपनिषदों में उसको कभी कभी आकाश कह देते हैं कभी आत्मा कह देते हैं कभी सत्य कह देते हैं कभी तत् कह देते हैं कि वो ताकि उसको नाम ना देना पड़े इसलिए कहते हैं वो तो इस तरह से जितना हो सके उपनिषद ट्राई करती है कि उसको नाम ना दे क्योंकि अगर हमने नाम दे दिया तो क्या होगा हम उस नाम में फंस जाएंगे हम उस नाम को ही सच मान लेंगे हम उस रूप को ही सच मान लेंगे फिर फिर ऐसा एक फेज आया उपनिषद और वेदों के बाद कि जो 5 सगुण ब्रह्म थे और उनके जो अवतार थे उस परम चैतन्य को ही उन 5 सगुण ईश्वर के रूप में नाम दिया गया और जो बातें डायरेक्टली आत्मा के लिए मेन उपनिषदों में है वही बातें सेक्टेरियन उपनिषदों में शिव जी के लिए देवी के लिए गणेश जी के लिए और विभिन्न और उनकी भी अलग अलग गीताएं पुराण है उनको दे दिया गया लेकिन अगर हम ओल्ड ट्रेडिशंस की ओर जाए तो तो ये सिर्फ और सिर्फ चैतन्य ये उसका नाम है यही उसकी पहचान थी चैतन्य कॉन्शियसनेस और अब आपने दूसरा ये पूछा कि हम कहते हैं कि फॉर्मलेस है यस ऐसा क्यों कहते हैं और हम ये नहीं कहते कि सिर्फ फॉर्मलेस हम कहते हैं कि फॉर्मलेस उसकी वास्तविक रियलिटी है वास्तविक स्वरूप उसका फॉर्मलेस है लेकिन वही जो फॉर्मलेस रियलिटी है वो फॉर्म्स के रूप में अपीयर हो रही है। जैसे अगर मैं यहाँ पे मटेरियल एग्जांपल भी दूं आपको, क्योंकि इस्कॉन में कई बार लोग जो है वो ये मतलब तर्क करने लगते हैं कि भाई निराकार से साकार कैसे आता है, लेकिन वो तर्क मतलब वो एक नॉनसेंस आइडिया है। क्यों? क्योंकि साइंस खुद मानती है निराकार से आकार आता है। और अगर हम ये मटेरियल यूनिवर्स को भी देखें तो आकाश तत्व यानी स्पेस एलिमेंट जो है वो निराकार है, तो उससे ही वायु तत्व आ रहा है, फिर वायु से अग्नि। तो जो फॉर्मलेस है उससे ही फॉर्म्स आ रहे हैं, जो निर्गुण है उससे ही गुण आ रहा है। और उपनिषद स्वयं कहता है कि ये जो आकाश है वो भी आत्मा यानी वो कॉन्शियसनेस से उत्पन्न हुआ। तो जब हम कहते हैं फॉर्मलेस, तो हमारा मतलब ये है कि वो एक ऐसा तत्वातीत तत्व है, उसको मैं तत्व नहीं कह सकता, हालांकि मैं सिर्फ समझाने के लिए बोल रहा हूं। वो तत्वातीत एक रियलिटी है कि जिससे सारे दूसरे एलिमेंट्स तत्व उत्पन्न होते हैं, जिसके अंदर स्थित है, और वो एक मेटाफिजिकल रियलिटी है, इसलिए उसे फॉर्मलेस कहते हैं। और वो जो फॉर्मलेस रियलिटी है वही फॉर्म्स के रूप में अपीयर हो रही है, जिसे हमने कहा ना माया। तो माया को श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषद में कहा है, माया हम प्रकृति को भी कहते हैं कि माया तुम प्रकृतिम, ये श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषद में आया है। और एक माया है जिसे हम कहते हैं अविद्या, जिसे हम कहते हैं इग्नोरेंस, के ये रियलिटी को ना जान पाना। हम नहीं जानते कि हमारी रियलिटी क्या है, तो एब्सेंस ऑफ नॉलेज को ही हम कहते हैं अविद्या। और एक जो माया है जिसे विद्या माया भी कहते हैं, वो प्रकृति है। अब वो प्रकृति की अव्यक्त अवस्था को भी कह सकते हैं, और प्रकृति की जो ये व्यक्त अवस्था है 5 एलिमेंट्स के रूप में, उसको भी आप कह सकते हैं। तो पुरुष क्या है, फिर कॉन्शियसनेस क्या है? तो प्रकृति जो भी कुछ ये कर रही है, ये सब जो 5 एलिमेंट्स ही अपने आप में अपने आप से सब कुछ कर रहे हैं, उसको साक्षी भाव से जो देख रहा है, व्याप्त होकर, जिसके अंदर ये प्रकृति की लीलाएं हो रही है, वो है कॉन्शियसनेस। उसे हम कहते हैं वो है ब्रह्म, वो है आत्मा। तो हम जब कहते हैं अहम ब्रह्मस्मि, तो हम ये कहने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं कि खुद को जानो कि ये जो हम सबका आई एमनेस है ना, वो ये प्रकृति के बने एलिमेंट्स नहीं है। यानी प्रकृति के बने एलिमेंट्स इन द सेंस कि वो ना ये स्थूल शरीर है, ना ये सूक्ष्म शरीर है, ना ये कारण शरीर है, बल्कि हमारी वास्तविकता, तो जो ऑल परवेडिंग रियलिटी है, जो चैतन्य है, जो जिसने इस प्रकृति को व्याप्त करके रखा है और जो साक्षी होकर देख रहा है, वो जो रियलिटी है वो हमारी वास्तविक आइडेंटिटी। तो अद्वैत कहता है कि अपने आप अपनी जो ये रॉन्ग आइडेंटिफिकेशन है उसको हटाकर अपनी जो रियल आइडेंटिफिकेशन है ऑल परवेडिंग कॉन्शियसनेस के रूप की, उसमें स्थित होना ही कैवल्य है, उसमें स्थित होना ही मोक्ष है। और उसी की दृष्टि से अद्वैत है, अद्वैत नॉन ड्यूअल रियलिटी, उसी ऑल परवेसिव कॉन्शियसनेस की दृष्टि से। आई होप आपको समझ आया।
Sir, so can I ask you a question?
यस।
So, okay, is it okay if I speak in English as I continue?
श्योर श्योर श्योर।
Sir, my question is, so you're telling the formless, which is the basis of very creation of physicality. So, you're telling
Yeah.
that all that becomes physical, or any, you're basically telling that suppose if any god takes a particular kind of a form, it is not from a form he's taking another form. You're telling it's the formlessness which is assuming different forms
Yes.
with
Yes.
different names. Is that what you're trying to tell, sir?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're telling that which is infinite, how can it be limited to a form, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then my question is, sir, when it's a question which I'm asking from the Mahabharata.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when Lord Krishna shows his Vishwarupa to Arjuna,
Yeah.
so he's showing everything is in him, and he's telling, we all are one, and
Hmm.
I'm the Godhead, and he's telling that that that
Hmm.
all the
Yeah.
worlds are like present in me. There's
Yeah.
nothing apart from
Yeah.
me. So
Yeah.
when he's telling this, is he preaching formlessness, or is he trying to tell that form is supreme?
No, he is telling that the all pervading reality alone is appearing as forms, कि जो फॉर्मलेस रियलिटी है, जो अनंत है, वही इन सब नाम रूपों के रूप में प्रकट हो रही.
So you're
दैट
telling
इज
that
व्हाट. हाँ, विश्व
he's
रूप.
assuming a form
यस.
to enlighten us that the actual is formless.
यस.
Okay, okay, sir.
And
So
the
yes, sir. Please tell me. Hello.
और ये भी बात है कि फॉर्मलेसनेस मतलब ये नहीं है कि बस वो फॉर्मलेस ही है. हम ये कहते हैं कि सारे फॉर्म्स उसके हैं. वो कोई एक स्पेसिफिक फॉर्म और नेम में नहीं है. सारे फॉर्म्स और नेम्स उसकी ही अपीयरेंसेस है. ये भी
Okay.
हमें ध्यान रखना चाहिए. या
And sir,
लेकिन फिर भी.
I
हाँ,
have
बोलिए
a
बोलिए.
doubt over
हम्म.
Lord Shiva, right? So
या.
what we hear is, as you're telling, the basis is formless. But what I was preached here by these people was, they tell,
हम्म.
as there is milk, and from milk comes many other properties. We can make curd, we can make butter, and that they attribute Krishna to be as milk, Lord Krishna to be as milk, and everything that comes from him is a lower extension. But the curd or the butter which comes from the milk, it can't be reconverted into milk. And they tell, Brahmaji was telling this. Uh,
Hmm.
so,
Let
so
me answer
my
this.
yes, sir.
So my question to you is, what are the scriptures that have highest authority in our Sanatana Dharma? And from which book did you get this?
Sir, let me openly tell this.
Yes, yes.
Since I stay near Tirupati, so I'll tell you how I have joined Iskcon and what books do I know. So my one of my friend was a Iskcon member. So he was a very close friend of mine. So I am almost 32 years old. So I was just he is one of my friend, my office colleagues. So when he used to wear the tilak and all those. I mean, those things which they used to wear, right, in Iskcon, those symbolisms which they put on their forehead. Hope you understand what I'm telling, sir.
I got
Yeah.
this,
So
but
yeah. So he used to sit very like very enchanted. Then I just got attracted to this guy. Then I was like, okay, there is some discipline which is happening to him in his life. So I thought I would join the
हम्म.
institution too. So I just joined there. I think probably somewhere in 2019, mid of the year, somewhere I joined there. So after that, they introduced me to all these mantras. Then they taught Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and
या.
then I was not a very regular person, but I used to attend satsangs. Like there was a book which was written by the founder, Srila Prabhupada ji. So he's the person who has written like a very nice book. That's what I was assuming till date, but once I saw your channel, I was just awestruck. Let's come to that later. So this is how my story began there. So when I saw the books,
या.
then
इवन.
it is really graphical, the way they present, and it is really nice. It just felt like some physical form of God is present with us. They just made me feel that way. So I was very happy after going there. Then basically after that I have never read any book. The only book they preached me and they suggested me to read was that Gita as it is, which is given by written by
Yes, yes.
Prabhupada ji.
Yeah. So my question to you was, did you find this curd and milk ideology in Gita?
Um, no, they told some Brahma summit something, I don't know.
Yes,
But
yes.
they
So
told
my
us
first
it's
question
told.
was to you. My first question to you was this only: in our Sanatana Dharma, which are the books of highest authority? So can you please tell me that?
Um,
Then we can talk about
sir,
all this milk curd ideology and what nonsense they
I
have.
think they have Vyasa Maharishi. He has told some 18 Purans.
All
So
right.
I believe because he's preaching 18 Purans. I think these books may be the highest authority. That's what I believe. I'm
Yeah.
not
So
much
let
into
me.
that, sir,
Yeah.
because
Yeah, yeah. So
I
let me
just
tell
know
you.
Iskcon Siddhant. Hope you don't
Yeah,
misunderstand me.
yeah. We will come to that. So you said 18 Mahapurans, right? We have other various Purans as well, but these 18s are Mahapurans. So you know what? How these 18 Purans are referred to in our culture? And
Um,
we have itihas as well, right? Mahabharat and Ramayana. We have two itihas as well, and then 18
is,
Mahapurans. So these,
is,
we refer to these 18 Mahapurans and two itihas as fifth Veda, Pancham Ved. Am I right or no?
uh, yes, sir.
So if we are referring to them as fifth Veda, so so there is something which are called as like there are something which are called as Vedas then,
Yeah, the four
and
Vedas,
these
right?
books
Which
and these books are called as fifth Vedas. So anyways, we are linking them to Vedas, and all these 18 Mahapurans and two Itihas they mention these books are in according to the Vedas. They are not against the Vedas. So our supreme authorities, the scriptures with highest authorities are Vedas. Then we have these Puranas and Itihas. Like with time, we lost our intellectual powers. So we had these Puranas by using which we can get the same knowledge, right? So the Brahma Samhita which you are referring to me is now is none of this.
Yeah.
And one more thing, and one more thing, uh, do you feel there is only one Gita? And do you feel only Krishna has shown the Vishwarupa? Do you feel this Paramatma or Parbrahma can be two? You answer me all these questions first.
um, sir, like I have, as I told you, I belong to Madhva philosophy. I'm from a Madhvacharya background. But when I
Yeah.
had many Saivite
My
friends,
questions are not, my questions are not at all related to any philosophy or any sect, any sect, whatever they have been made in the world. My questions are very
Uh,
like basic,
Manoj,
like what we have in our
Manoj,
Sanatana
Manoj,
Dharma. Yes, Ram
Manoj.
Bhai.
I think he's
Namaskar.
just trying to explain his background. Let him explain his background and then he'll let you know. Then he just wants you to understand what understanding he has.
Yeah,
So
sure,
just let
sure.
him
Yeah.
explain. Yeah.
so let me
Okay.
continue, sir. Hope you don't mind. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fine.
so since I am from a Madhvacharya philosophy, I'm not gone in much deeper into other books or Gitas. Like there was one of my friend who was a Shaiva. He was the worshippers of Shiva, right? So that's what as my daughter suggested this channel to me, because though I go to Iskcon, because I've never been to Iskcon. It's just been from 2019. I was a member there. Even now I'm a member. So my daughter was the one who saw your videos, and to be frank, she's more devoted to Lord Shiva compared to Lord Krishna. But we don't have any issues in the home because it's up to them. So but when she she used to just tell me that this like then I was like, okay, what's she telling? I just wanted to deny it. Then after seeing, right, your channels, then I found some PDFs which you people have posted down, right?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Somewhere she showed me all the videos. I have not missed even a single video of yours, sir. So
Wow. That's nice.
she just opened some link for me, and she's showing. I mean, there are so many. I don't know. I don't even know what were those. I think there was something Ribu Gita or something.
Yes. Ribogeta.
Yes.
And I know
Religiously.
I have seen many like that in that. There's some Ishvara Gita, something.
Ishwara Gita. Yes, Ishwara
Yeah,
Gita.
Ishvara Gita
yes,
is there, Shiva Gita is there.
yes, sir,
Hmm.
yes, sir. So actually, she's a fan of Lord Shiva. So she,
Yeah, yeah.
she
So,
just, so she
hmm.
was telling me that these people where you're going is not good. Actually, she's kind of very much opposing me, to go to this center. But I was denying it many years. I was like, just for 1 or 2 years, I was denying it. But I don't know, when I saw your video, I just literally am awestruck even now, because after finding there is a lot of depth in our culture, then I was okay.
Yeah.
So I think I should turn my
Mm.
idea towards a larger thing compared to sticking to one book. That's what I
Yes,
understood.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yes. That's
And
what.
one more thing, you tell me one thing, like we have Shaivas, we have Shaktas, we have different East, and we consider them as supreme power, Parbrahma, Paramatma, Parameshwar, Bhagavan. So there cannot be a conflict. We are all referring to the one thing, one energy or one truth. The thing is, you said we have Shiva as well. So they consider Shiva as supreme because they have their sect and all that. Likewise, you said you have your type of entertainment like this milk curd. I don't know what other sectoral entertainments are there that people have made up with time. But if you will meet a Shiva devotee, let's say you are a like follower of Krishna path, and when you will meet a Shiva devotee, do you think you will be explaining this curd and milk philosophy to that person, or instead you will have some spiritual discussion?
So could you just give me 1 second? I'll just be back. Just 1 second, sir.
Yeah. So I said like you have your Krishna philosophy, Krishna supreme, and all that. There are very
No,
One
no,
sec,
sir.
one
I
sec.
just,
He
energies
said
like
I
one
just said
sec,
I'll just come back
one
in a
sec.
second, sir.
Manoj, he said he'll be back. Give him time.
yes, yes. Yeah. So can you hear me, Gopal sir?
One Manoj, one sec. He'll be back. He'll be back.
अच्छा अच्छा श्रीराम भाई आप समझाओगे क्या ये चीज इनको, ये जो कर्ड मिल्क और डिफरेंसेस ये जो बता
नहीं
रहे
नहीं नहीं
हैं
नहीं,
या
मुझे पहले जानना है कि ये क्या जानते हैं, क्योंकि अच्छा, मुझे पहले जानना है कि ये क्या जानते हैं, उसके बाद कुछ भी मैं पूछूंगा। हाँ।
जी जी जी, ये वैसे इस्कॉन से जुड़े थे बट ऐसे मतलब ब्लाइंड फॉलोअर नहीं है, इनको उनके बेटी ने शायद हमारे सनातन धर्म का दर्शन करवा दिया कि ऐसा नहीं है हमारा सनातन धर्म, और इन्होंने
नहीं नहीं
सनातन
नहीं, एक
धर्म
बार।
हमारे यश भैया के काफी वीडियोस देखे थे, इनको थोड़ा काफी इंसाइट मिला। बाकी आप कुछ और
नहीं
जानना
हम,
चाहते थे?
हाँ, नहीं, मैं एक्चुअली इनसे जानना चाहता हूँ कि ये क्या जानते हैं, मतलब किस हद तक वो इस्कॉन से एक्सपोज हुए हैं वगैरह, मैं जानना चाहता हूँ। वही वही जानना चाहता हूँ, तो उनको आने
तो
दीजिए।
ये जो डिस्कशन है मैं बंद करूं, आप इनसे बात करोगे या फिर आफ्टर दिस यू विल स्टार्ट?
उनको
क्या
आने
सही लगे?
आने दीजिए, उनको आने दीजिए, हम देखते हैं।
ठीक है सर।
अरे अरे यश भाई, मैंने चैट में एक क्वेश्चन डाला, उसका आंसर आप दे नहीं सकते
कौन सा?
लाइव चैट में।
क्या था क्वेश्चन?
अरे कुछ नहीं, भूल गया, आपको ढूंढना पड़ेगा। और
ये
मैंने बोला
आपने
यू
जो
कैन नॉट आंसर दिस, यू कैन
तीन
नॉट आंसर
महावाक्य लिखे हैं
दिस।
आपने वो?
नहीं 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 नहीं। मेरा एक या दो कमेंट है लाइव चैट।
अच्छा, वैसे देखो, मतलब इन्होंने जो भी कहा कि फिर मुझे पता चला कि सनातन धर्म में सिर्फ एक बुक नहीं है, बहुत डेप्थ है, बहुत सारे पार्ट्स है, बहुत सारे स्क्रिप्चर्स है। तो यही चीज जरूरी है ना, इसीलिए तो मैं कहता हूँ कि जब तक लोग ब्रॉड माइंडेड नहीं होंगे, यानी एक्सप्लोर नहीं करेंगे अलग अलग ट्रेडिशंस को, अलग अलग स्क्रिप्चर्स को, अलग अलग सेक्ट्स को, तब तक वो इस्कॉन की ब्रेन वॉशिंग से बाहर नहीं निकल सकते। तो अगर इस्कॉन की ब्रेन वॉशिंग, या जो भी ये मोनोथिस्टिक लोग जो होता है सेक्टेरियन, उनकी ब्रेन वॉशिंग से अगर बाहर निकलना है, अपनी जो मोनोथिस्टिक आइडियोलॉजीज है, चाइल्डिश बिलीफ से अगर बाहर निकलना है, तो एक ही उपाय है कि वो अपने आप को ब्रॉड करे, और वो मतलब अपने माइंड को ब्रॉड करे। और वो कैसे होगा? वो अलग अलग सेक्टों को जानने से, अलग अलग ट्रेडिशंस के स्क्रिप्चर्स को पढ़ने से तभी हो पाएगा। तो जैसे कि इन्होंने भी बोला कि मेरे वीडियोस देखने के बाद उन्हें पता चला कि सनातन धर्म में बहुत डेप्थ है, बहुत सारे स्क्रिप्चर्स है, ये है वो है। तो यही यही मैं कहना चाहता हूँ कि बी अ सीकर, क्योंकि हमेशा एक सीकर ही सच्चाई तक पहुंच सकता है। कभी भी कोई बिलीवर सपने में भी सच्चाई तक नहीं पहुंच सकता, वो उसकी झांकी तक नहीं पहुंच सकता, झांकी तक भी नहीं पहुंच सकता। एक
और
Hello.
जो सीकर होता
मोनोथिस्टिक भी
है
Hello,
जिसमें सब।
Gopal. Hello, Gopal
Uh,
Das.
yes, sir. Sorry for the
Yeah,
delay. I just had to put my
yeah,
phone on
no
charge.
problem, no problem. I just have a few questions for you. So you said you've been with Iskcon for 2 years. So have you read any Iskcon literature? I just wanted to know.
I have bought the Bhagavad Gita version in Telugu, which is written by
Okay,
Prabhupada ji. Apart from that,
okay.
there's no other book which we have, sir.
Have
We just
have you
have
read
we
it?
just have pictures of God at home. That's it. No other books.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. Have you read it at any point of time?
Yes, sir. I read it.
Okay,
I read weekly twice like that.
okay. So were you able to understand anything in the introduction or anything like that? Was it clear to you? Was it confusing? Or
Uh,
I just wanted to know.
Frankly telling, one thing what I understood was, uh, no, I'm not talking about the organization, but this is what I understood. There is some kind of a graphical marketing. I just feel these people. Uh, I don't know. They just kind of make us more get attracted to the graphics of the book rather than what is told. These people want us to
Okay,
convey a certain thing, and they just want to fix it like that.
okay. That's very interesting. And so that means you were more attracted to the graphics. And what about the content? Were you able to understand the content or was it confusing?
Um,
Just wanted to know.
I probably read only a few pages. There's one of my friend from Iskcon who explains these things to me. So,
Okay,
sir, that's how I understood. I never, read many, but I
okay.
have read many few pages. I have read.
Okay. So what clarity I got from you is that the books are available, but many people are not able to understand the content. That's the clarity I got from you.
Yes, sir. To be honest, I'm not a Sanskrit educated person because
ओके।
Yeah.
I'm basically Teluguite. So I need
Yeah, I
someone who is
understand.
from the Sanskrit background to put it to me. So I just take my friend's help.
No, 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 no. It's not even Sanskrit in the sense. What I understand is that even the commentary, the purport, or whatever he puts, my understanding is that many people cannot really understand what is being told over there. That's what I get it. And from
Uh,
you, I got that confirmation as well.
uh, Actually, they understand it, but in unclear way. Actually, what you're telling
या
is right, sir. They
Okay,
understand.
I
यस।
It's
got it.
like we understand something, but it's not clear. It's just like okay, we just have to nod our heads. That's the way we understand something there.
Okay, okay, I got it. So
and
it's giving us a clear picture as to what you are exposed to, what you understand, what you not understand, and all of that. It gives
Yes, sir.
especially me a clear picture. Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
and one more question: have you been allowed to read their Bhagavatam completely, or they will tell you that we will tell you the right time when you will be reading, or they have given the freedom to you?
No, no, sir. Once you purchase a book, you can read it. It's not an issue about that. But I'm not so well versed, so I just read very few of it, weekly twice or something like that. But I have not yet completed the whole course. But I watch the audio on the videos which they release on Gita. Also, I just listen
ओके।
and just get some knowledge from that.
ओके।
There is no problem if you follow Gita, Bhagavad. You will definitely, you will be definitely following a good spiritual path. But the thing is, you need the complete exposure and the complete truth in any of the path that you follow. And what we feel, ISKCON is not doing that. They have their own, system that they've designed, that they want you to know only certain parts that they feel you should know.
No,
Yeah.
Manoj, what I feel over here is, see, the thing is with I have also the reason why I have asked this question to Gopal is because I have myself read the books of Iskcon. I have read the Bhagavad Gita as it is. Okay. And because of a certain background I have, I'm able to understand what is being told over there. But what I understand over here is the presentation of the content is not very simple in the book.
Hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
what I
Yes, sir.
understand.
Yes, sir. That's what even I felt. These people, more than the content which is told, even if you understand or don't understand, the way they depict the graphics, right? It just makes you pull. You just get pulled towards it. You just feel there's nothing else apart from this.
Hmm.
Yeah, they have good
Very,
marketing scheme. And one more thing, like
very
their
interesting.
purport is even more bigger than 10 slokas. So I don't know
Hmm.
if there is one slok, what the slok wants to tell you, and what you have been told with those 10 pages of purport for the single slok. I think it will definitely create a deviation from the real meaning of the
Come here.
slok.
Actually,
You want to speak to them?
hello.
I just asked my daughter. She's a bit shy.
Even I am a devotee of Shiva, so I can talk to her.
No, no, she ran away. So I just called her. She's ran away.
Yeah, I will give my mic to like other people, but I wanted to tell you one thing. You
Yes, sir.
said na, like my daughter is a Shiv and I believe in Krishna philosophy and all that. So I denied her, but I want to tell you, if ever in your life, if you will meet a Shiva devotee, let's say you are a Krishna devotee, that's not an issue at all, because there
Yes,
are
sir.
sects who say Shiva is supreme and the supreme power is only one. There are even shlokas that say there is no difference, but Iskcon will not tell you that. That's a different matter. But my question to you is, if you ever met a Shiva devotee anywhere, in family, out of country, will you be telling him or her this thing that Vishnu is milk or Shiva is God, or you will be having some spiritual discussion? My question to you is
Oh,
this.
sir. Like I just like to mind my business. Like it's up to them. Even in my own family, right? I never even preach that you should only follow Krishna to my daughter as well. So most probably I would never do such things. Not most
but
probably
but
I'll
but
never do
but
such
you
things.
shared that but you shared because nobody talked about Lord Shiva here, but still you mentioned that milk and curd philosophy. That's why I wanted to talk to you about that, but
No,
that's
no,
fine.
no.
Yeah, if you can,
It
if you have
is
any other
not a
questions you can.
philosophy. It's not a philosophy which I wanted to put upon you people. I just want to clarify what is it. Is that what they're trying to tell? I wanted to know that from you, so I just put up the
you
question.
Yeah.
Hope you don't
you
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
read
misunderstand, sir.
you just read two or three Purans which are from different, like which are dedicated to different forms of God. We are not afraid of this Brahma Samhita. First of all, if you, let's say, if these people will show us this curd and milk theory, it doesn't mean we don't have any other theory to talk to them. It's not that thing, but we already have like authentic scriptures. Even we doubt their authenticity nowadays. So what's the point in talking about the scripture which are not in our list of authentic scriptures at all? So that's what I meant. But the thing is, yeah, you should not be talking all this milk curd stuff because they might be having their stuff. So it's better to have some spiritual
Yeah.
discussion, because you have
Yeah.
seen the stories of Shiva and Ram and Krishna, right? Did you ever see behaving like this? No, right? They have their different part of love story, like not love story, kind of faith, respect, and love, and that thing. So yeah. So I'm
So
done.
just one
Like if
clarification. I didn't want to
Yeah.
impose the theory that I literally mean whether Krishna was the person who came as milk and he just created. I'm not telling that. I just want to confirm what are they trying to tell there. Are they trying to attribute Krishna as the formed
Or
supreme, or they're trying to attribute him to a formless supreme by which they're trying to preach
Gopal,
something else.
yeah,
आप बताओ फिर.
Gopal ji, I'll give you the clarification over here. See, first of all, over there, their whole philosophy is based on the book called Brahma Samhita. Okay, and Brahma Samhita, there are verses which clearly tell that just as curd comes from milk, similarly, Vishnu, Brahma, and Shiva, all three of them have come from Krishna. It's not just for Shiva. But the problem over here is ISKCON tries to read the Brahma Samhita in that way, but Brahma Samhita is not conveying that in this sense. As per Brahma Samhita, Krishna is supreme. Even Vishnu, Brahma, and Shiva are coming from Krishna, as per the Brahma Samhita.
Okay. Sir, one question, which I myself, created this question.
Okay.
People tell, when I saw Iskcon's, speeches in YouTube, they are telling, these Purans which are written, the only Puran which you're supposed to read and which is, Sattvic or something, they just attribute to gunas. They're
Yeah.
telling you should only read this particular
Why Vishnu?
Bhagavad Puran, and but I felt one
Yeah.
thing. I was never convinced by that. Even now, I'm not convinced, because why
Yeah.
should a person like Vyasa Maharishi write all those Purans? Is he? No, I'm just questioning in a little
Logical
bit
sense.
logical sense.
Logical sense.
And one
Why
more
Yeah.
should
thing,
he
they
write all
they
the
say that.
Purans?
Manoj,
Is he insensible?
Manoj bhai,
Is
one
he
sec.
insensible to? That's what I felt. Such a person who is avatar of Lord Vishnu, why would he
Uh,
be so insensible to write all the Purans or all the Vedas? And how can he tell only one can be the one? That means he all the books which he written, is it stupid?
Hmm.
Is he a mad person to write all so many
Ye-
books and to only attribute to
Hmm.
study one book? Then all the knowledge in other books, is he
Yes.
written just for fun? So I
Yes.
just this is my own question, because the moment they were telling,
Hmm.
सर्व श्रेष्ठ सिर्फ in Hindi they're telling Bhagavatam as I hear something like this. Baki
uh,
sab tamsik, like there
Tamsik,
are
Tamsik.
dumb nature's book. So I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
wondering, why should a person
This is what.
who's
Can
Yeah.
I
Krishna's
answer
One
avatar
this?
sec, Yash.
himself?
Can I
Why
answer
Yeah,
should a
this?
person
one
like
sec.
that write? Yes, sir, yes.
Yeah, one
Can I
sec.
answer
Let
this,
me
Ram bhai?
address this. No, I'll
Okay.
address this. See, first of all, Gopalji, actually, the Madhavas have their own explanation for this. Do you know that?
Uh,
There is a
sir?
particular explanation for this in the Madhavas, but I will not give that explanation over here. You can go and ask. Okay. And one more thing, this particular categorization of Puranas as Sattvic, Rajasic, and Tamasic has come post a 16th century interpolation. The reason
Yeah.
why I the reason why I call this as interpolation is because as far as the 12th century, this was never quoted. As
Yeah.
far as the 12th century. Okay. This is quoted only post 16th century. So
Okay.
obviously it is something which is interpolated into the Padma Purana, and they use this as the basis of Satvika, Rajasika, and Tamasika.
Yes.
Okay, sir. So you're telling it was just not there. You just put to to discriminate, is it?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. It was never there because there was a Vaishnava Acharya called Sri Ramanuja. Okay. And
Yes,
Sri
sir.
Ramanuja, yeah, Sri Ramanuja never quoted it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if it was there at the time of Sri Ramanuja, why did he not quote it?
Nobody
And
quoted. Even
he was a no normal scholar. So that means this is an interpolation which came later in the 16th century, and they started quoting it.
Hmm.
Uh,
Actually, the
Even if
same
they
in.
quote such a thing, even if I believe it to be interpolation, but even if they quote it right, even if they quote it, it would be quite stupid, because I feel a person who's avatar of God, how can he write something which is illogical? How can he write
Yes.
17 books?
That's
How can
what.
he write 17 books which are stupid and only one book which is the highest? That's what even I
Yes.
still now it's not clear
Actually,
for me.
actually,
and the biggest
actually,
book
this is
and
what.
the
This is this is what I am trying to tell in my videos, that actually they are trying to make Sanatana Dharma as an Abrahamic religion. Like the Christian says that only Bible is correct, only Bible is
Yeah, yeah,
something
yeah,
given
yeah.
by God. You should
Abrahamism, right?
follow. Yes, follow only Bible. Or the Muslims will say you should follow only Quran. The same way
Yeah,
this Iskconites or this
they say Allah
Neo
hai ki Malik,
Vaishnavas.
like that.
Yeah. The same way Iskconites, or we can say Neo Vaishnavas, have this uh, matlab notion that only Bhagavatam is sattvic and all else are wrong and tamasic and all. So that's why I, in my all videos, I try to prove that how they are Abrahamizing our Sanatana Dharma, which is very scientific and which is the most debased tradition in this whole world, but they have Abrahamized it and have, और लोगों की नजरों में इसको नीचे गिरा रहे हैं वो लोग. एक्चुअली क्रिश्चियंस और मुस्लिम्स की नजरों में सनातन धर्म को नीचे गिराने का काम इस्कॉन ने किया है कि हम लोग भी तुम्हारे जैसे ही है, हम तुमसे अलग नहीं है.
Sir, actually,
Yes,
I
I have
feel,
one question. I want to talk something
I
regarding
feel, I
this.
don't know, I just feel very bad after joining this, especially,
Yeah.
after seeing your video, because, I just regret it because my daughter used to tell me every day, just the past few months used to tell me, my, dad, these people are not good, something she used to, I just even, I was least bothered because, I was least bothered not because I was in ignorance. The way these people make, I know, the graphical detail what they
Yes.
show you, it just makes you
Yes.
believe there's nothing else. I'm still,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
little bit worrying
They
to come out of
conditioned.
that state. Yes, sir.
They conditions the same way how Christians and Muslims conditions you by telling you that only Bible or Quran is correct. The same way Iskconites conditions you by Srila Prabhupada books and theories they made by themselves.
They will
Actually,
not.
I think
They
I
will
was
not
telling
allow
you
you to
I
read
met
other
a
Gitas.
cyber friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
They will not
Uh,
allow you to read other Gitas and all.
One sec, Manoj.
Yeah.
Let him speak. Yeah.
uh, can I continue, sir?
Yeah, please,
Yes.
please.
Yes. Continue.
Sir,
Continue.
yes, sir, yes.
Yeah.
Sir, as I was telling you, I had a Shaiva friend. His name
Yeah.
was Shivasubramaniam.
Okay.
He used to visit, yeah, he used to visit Tirupati temple. So we were friends since childhood, but he left Tirupati and he was settled somewhere in Chennai, in Tamil Nadu. So he used to, call me to come to Tirupati for booking those packages. So we used to, help him through our Iskcon people. So, but that guy is, he just puts the what do you call that vibhuti, right? The 3 marks which Adi Shankara people put, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Earphone.
Correct.
Yeah,
Vibhuti.
I recently also there is one Swamiji who visited Tirupati by putting that some he I think he I believe he's some Shankaracharya Mutt's Swamiji, I believe. He visited Tirupati. So this person who am I referring to right now is a person who comes from Adi Shankaracharya's philosophy. So he was one of my close friend, but I just never saw him preaching any religion to me till date. So he has never preached anything.
Yeah.
Though he's a Shaiva, I feel very strange about not all Vaishnavas being a Madhvacharya's background by myself, but I see many only Iskcon people. They just want to just preach their way of living to everyone. It's like
Yeah.
unsolicited. Nobody
Yes.
have even
Yeah.
asked them whether nobody has asked them come and teach me this till date,
Yes.
sir. I've
Yeah.
been he's been my close friend for 17 years, so till date he has never preached anything about Lord Shiva or anything to me. He just comes,
Yeah.
he eats at my home. Then he has his daughters and he has 2 children. One is a daughter and one is a son. So they all play. I just go and we just discuss something. And that's it. There's not even religious discussion which happens. So I've
Yeah.
never seen it. I have many Shaiva friends, but I've never preached such things to them. Even they have not. I've seen very they're very disciplined people. I've never seen them preaching like this. Any other Vaishnava also, I've not seen him going and preaching like this in such a robust way. They just
You
these people
get a,
in roads, they just
yeah.
wanna preach Bhagavad Gita to everyone.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I
The
realized
reason.
I was a person who took this initiative. They called me to sell
Yeah.
Bhagavad Gita in streets. There was one
Yeah.
Swamiji. He called me to cut my hair and just come with that that little bit of hair in the back, and just he asked me to apply talak, and he called me to sell books. then I felt okay. It's like because they convinced me it's God's service. I went, but I have to tell you, sir, I was ashamed. There was one. These people just asked us to, market it like it is the only
Hmm.
book available in the world. So there was one person called, uh, you know, um, his name was Ramachari or something. I don't remember something starting from Ram something. But he
Okay.
believes to be a person. He believes that ISKCON is not a good structure, good place to read books.
Yeah.
So when I randomly just he was just a person going in car, but these people have instructed us wherever you find signals, just go and try to sell the book.
Hmm.
So the person who came along with me, I was selling. I had some 6 books in my hand. There was a white bag
Okay.
which I had. I used to just knock the door, and I
Hmm.
asked. I thought he's a Vaishnava because in his vehicle, that Nama of Lord Vishnu was there in the back part of the
Yeah.
car. So I just knocked and
Hmm.
just called him. I just showed him the book. Then he just saw it's Khan's book. I just, he was literally about to hit me. Sir. I don't know why. I never knew till the moment why is he about to hit me. Then he just shouted
Hmm.
in the road, in a very huge voice in the road. He was telling me that I'm not going to believe in your, I mean, ISKCON because uh, though I belong to a Vaishnava community, uh, I think there is something. He's coming from a community called Ramanuja's Visishta Advaita, right?
Yeah.
Sri
Vishishtadvaita.
So he
Vaishnava.
told,
Yes.
He's a Sri
yeah,
Vaishnava.
he's telling me that even Vaishnava believers always don't stick to duality. He's telling that Ramanujacharya actually preached Advaita, but he tells you can only attain to a guru. But I don't believe your ISKCON people because they just, as you told, sir, they're just trying to make something which is very Abrahamic. They're
Wow.
telling there is
Such
only
a
one particular.
nice reply.
Yes,
Yes.
they're just trying to tell there is only one God, and no other God can assume that form. All are just its form. I'm just
Hmm.
awestruck because if there is the only God, then why should he write so many books? And he was telling that.
Yes. True.
Uh, he was telling that I'm not even willing to buy this book though I'm a Vaishnava because I follow Ramanuja. Then I started researching
Very
about
nice.
this. Yeah,
Very nice.
there are many incidents like this, sir. So
Very nice.
though still I'm an ISKCON, I have to say this. Now I just kind of regret being here. I am
See.
actually thankful to my daughter.
Hmm.
She's the reason
Yeah.
because I just even got a taste of what is
Yeah.
other pictures, etc. So really thanks to her
Yeah.
and thanks to your channels. It's
Actually.
really enlightening.
जी हाँ, एक्चुअली बात ये है कि हम ऐसा समझ रहे हैं कि इस्कॉन जो है वो सनातन धर्म की भलाई चाह रहा है या वो कृष्ण की भलाई चाह रहा है, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है। जैसा आपने बताया कि उन्होंने बता दिया कि भाई जाओ बेचो, जाके बुक्स बेचो। हमें ये समझना है कि उनकी मेन मंशा यही है कि वो लोग अलग से ही अपना इस्कॉनिज्म खोलना चाहते हैं, और ये सब जूइश और क्रिश्चियन मिशनरीज के सब सपोर्ट में हो रहा है। वो आपको आइडिया आ जाएगा आपको आगे जाके शायद। और वो पूरी तरह से चाहते हैं कि सनातन धर्म भी अब्राहमिक हो जाए और इस्कॉन एक अलग से रिलीजियन क्रिएट हो जाए। वो हो चुका है फॉरेन में, तो वो लोग हरे कृष्ण कम्युनिटी के नाम से ही जाने जाते हैं, और वो अपना इसी तरह से मार्केटिंग कर करके अपने फॉलोअर्स इंक्रीज कर करके अपना धंधा करना चाहते हैं। उनका मेन मोटो यही है।
Sir, after you mentioned foreigners, right? So I had a problem. There was one guy. His name was Kirtan Das. Actually, he was from person from Russia.
हम्म।
So when I took my daughter over there, as I told you, sir, we don't discriminate at home whether you worship this god or that god. She was
या
wearing Shiva pendant. I just bought her the pendant. She asked me. There was one Trishul and Lord Shiva was holding it. It's a small pendant. So I just
ओके।
bought that for her. She was wearing it, and in ISKCON, it was just outside when she just and I took her to the temple. There's one temple. It was just hanging outside. Then there was this
ओके।
Russian guy. His name is Kirtan Das. Uh, my daughter started fighting with her because my daughter started fighting with him because this guy came and asked, "You are not supposed to wear any other belief symbols inside this temple.
Narrow mindedness.
Oh,
Uh,
narrow
my
mindedness.
daughter was, she was not even requesting. She was instructing me. If you don't come out of this place now, I will just run away. I'm going to go.
Baap
She did
re.
the right thing.
Yes, sir. So I just felt too insulted to see such an incident. Then I just just felt, just let's just take her home. Then I just didn't go to temple for many days after that. Then I used to go alone.
Hmm.
Then after that, that's why she saw your channel and all those things happen.
Hmm. जी, कलयुग का प्रभाव है, इफेक्ट ऑफ
Very
कलयुग.
revealing. Very revealing.
Yeah,
Whatever he has told. Very
And
revealing.
yeah,
he is open to, he is open to the truth. That's why he is telling us all these things. Otherwise, we
yeah.
have some people who are blindly following, yes, this is right, this is right, this is right. Nothing is right. If they are right, then they should not have made so many books in name of Prabhupada. They have Bhagavad written by Prabhupada, Gita written by Prabhupada. Why? These are our cultural books. We don't need to re-narrate them. We have it. So there's an issue with the system. And Gopal Das, sir, if you have read Bhagavad Gita, there is a clear statement that don't share this with the person who is not having faith. Like there is no Shraddha, then we don't need to share. This is a secret knowledge, and you are promoting it in the streets. So you are again not following the Krishna's guidance.
Yeah. And actually, even if you are aware, Gopalji, they have made this Prabhupada Lilamrit and have wrote all such fake stories the way they have wrote in Chaitanya
Yes, yes,
Charitamrit. The
because I've
same
seen all
stories,
your videos. I'm aware of such
yeah,
things.
yeah.
So,
So this is
literally,
what
I
even,
feel,
hmm,
I
hmm,
just feel, literally, to be honest, right? After seeing your videos,
yeah,
because I built a huge belief on the way they're preaching, right? It's not a small amount
hmm,
that it can just be forgotten. It was too huge because 2 years I was just influenced by so many Swamis over there. Suddenly, after seeing, right,
hmm,
all these things from your channel, the day I saw it, I started shivering. Literally, I started shivering because my belief was shattered in such a way. I just couldn't bear it. How is
I
it
am
possible?
glad
Such a good institution. I
I,
was feeling, okay, such a good
yeah, yeah,
institution. How are they doing this?
huh,
Then,
uh,
after seeing the
Kalyug,
scriptural references, right? And I think for
yeah,
last Shivaratri also, you released some something about Lord Shiva, which
Mahabharat,
Lord
yes,
Krishna himself worshipped him, and he's attributing
yeah,
him as the supreme. So we have, so
yeah,
after seeing all this, right, the idea
hmm,
of that one God which they are preaching was kind of a little bit diluted in my brain because I felt, how
yeah,
is it possible in the same book? And one thing for sure, I have to tell you, sir, they don't allow us to read any other publisher apart from their own Gita. When I asked one
yes,
guy,
I know,
when I asked
hmm,
one person, can I read? Actually, most of the people suggest us read, Gita Press book, which
hmm,
is having
yeah,
authentic text in it. But when I
yeah,
ask these people, they're telling that if you read Gita Press text, you will go to hell. That is what it replied to me.
वाह, वाह,
Then
Uh,
I
Gopalji,
was, yes, sir.
I need a permission from you. I mean, you just revealed so many things about these guys. Is it okay from your side if I just make a video on this? I mean, where you have spoken something and just upload on my channel?
Sure, sir, you can make. I don't have an issue, sir.
Okay. Okay, thanks. Thanks a lot.
After seeing your channel, my daughter actually convinced me to talk to you people. I actually refused to her, but
okay,
when I saw each and every detail of your video, right, you're opening their own website and their own people, you're showing their own scripts. But क्या बोलते हैं, सनातन धर्म Decoded channel में I saw some videos where,
yeah,
so you're showing that these people themselves write something correct and they themselves show something wrong to also
yes,
protect themselves that
Contradiction.
they are not preaching.
yeah, yeah, क्या हुआ, आवाज चली गई.
Actually, they are hell bound to
Some
convert us into some slave of a Jewish organization.
अरे
yes, sir.
इको
बहुत
हो रहा
एको
है आवाज.
बहुत एको हो रहा है आपका आवाज.
देखो, हाँ, जैसे कि आपने बताया कि आपने उनसे बोला कि मैं ये दूसरे पब्लिकेशंस की बुक पढूं या ना पढूं, तो उन्होंने तुरंत बता दिया कि नहीं, सिर्फ प्रभुपाद की पढ़ो, बाकी पढ़ोगे तो हेल में जाओगे. तो इससे ही पता चलता है कि ये सच में अब्राहमिक ही है, क्योंकि अब्राहमिक लोग भी वही बोलते हैं कि भाई बाइबल के अलावा कुछ मत पढ़ो, नहीं तो हेल में जाओगे. कुरान के अलावा कुछ मत पढ़ो, ये ना वरना हेल में जाओगे. तो ऐसा कोई कारण ही नहीं है कि जिससे ये लोग, मतलब हम साबित कर सके कि ये लोग अब्राहमिक नहीं है. दे आर अब्राहमिक.
वो तो वो
इवन
तो साफ साफ कह
इवन
रहा था.
वर्स्ट देन अब्राहमिक, वर्स्ट देन अब्राहमिक.
हाँ,
इवन
यश भाई,
मेरे खुद के एक्सपीरियंस है.
मैं आपको एक पॉइंट बताना चाहता हूँ. ये बोल रहे थे ना कि उनका बड़ा ग्राफिक वाला एडवर्टाइजमेंट होता है, दैट पीपल गेट कैरिड अवे बाय द ग्राफिक्स. तो
या
प्रभुपाद भी वही चाहते थे. प्रभुपाद का ओरिजिनल प्लान भी यही था. अगर
यस.
आप ठीक से पढ़ेंगे तो वो बोल
मैंने
रहे
सुना है.
थे. हाँ, नहीं नहीं, उन्होंने कहा भी है कि
यस.
ईसापनिषद पर, ईसावास्योपनिषद पर, जो वो ईसोपनिषद कहते हैं, उसके ऊपर एक अच्छा सा कवर डालो, ताकि वो कवर को देखकर मायावादी उस बुक को खरीदे.
वाह.
हाँ, ये बोल रहे थे.
हम्म.
तो
और भी
मैं
बहुत
सोच
सारी
रहा तो.
चीजें हैं. और भी बहुत सारी
हाँ,
चीजें हैं, जैसे कि उन्होंने, किसी ने पूछा कि हम लोगों को आकर्षित कैसे करें, तो उन्होंने बोला कि लोगों के दिल का रास्ता पेट से जाता है, तो अच्छा अच्छा उन्हें प्रसाद दो, खिलाओ, तो हम वैसे ही आकर्षित
यस,
करेंगे.
फ्री
ऐसी ऐसी
ऑफ
बहुत
कॉस्ट,
बातें हैं.
फ्री ऑफ
हाँ.
कॉस्ट. और वो ग्राफिक्स तो
आज
आप
लेकिन
जानते हो
कॉस्ट
ना,
बढ़ गया है.
इंसान के दिमाग में ग्राफिक्स का इफेक्ट जो होता है काफी स्ट्रांग होता है. उनका आप गीता खोलोगे,
बिल्कुल.
पहले तो उनका गुरु परंपरा का 10 फोटो आ जाएगा, फिर उसके बाद कृष्णा, ये जो शरीर से आत्मा जा रही है, फोटो आ जाएगा. मैंने उनका गीता देखा है. तो ग्राफिक्स को यूज
यस.
करते हैं वो लोग, काफी अच्छे तरीके से यूज करते हैं, और उनका
अच्छा,
बहुत बुक
तभी
गोपाल
बनता
दास
है.
तभी
प्रभु has joined back. Gopal Das
या
Prabhu has joined back.
व्हाट्स योर फ्यूचर प्लान प्रभु जी?
Mostly planning to leave this institution, sir. No, nothing else.
That's the best thing you can do currently when it comes to Iskcon. And you should, yeah, we all will suggest you to leave that organization.
या
And because there was a time, I mean, not even 2 months or 3 months, like even I was amongst those guys who used to support them blindly in the name of Vaishnavism. But even I realized the truth some time ago.
you should leave, and actually
You
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 should
should
make
thank your
people
daughter.
aware.
She has shown you the right path. So a lot of
Yeah,
credit
you
goes
should
to your
thankful
daughter,
to her.
because that's how our
Yeah,
Sanatana Dharma is, not the way Iskcon is preaching us.
true.
It's the
Yes,
opposite,
sir. Yes, sir.
actually.
What Iskcon is preaching is exactly opposite of Sanatana Dharma.
Precisely. Yeah.
No, if you say some book is tamasic, that's fine. When you say you will go to hell, it is a clear interpolation.
Yeah.
And
So my problem
guys,
was, my problem was not even telling it's tamasic is fine because all gunas are needed to function. My problem was, how can a person who's God himself write such a stupid book and tell all the books which I wrote till these years were dumb? Only one book you should read. That means that person who's
Uh,
writing should be mad, right?
Yes, yes, and
see,
but
see, see.
which is the largest
If you
Quran?
will ask this question, if you will go to those guys and ask this, like, why will someone who is God himself, like Vyas, someone like Vyas Muni, right? And they won't give you any satisfactory, something which will convince you. And instead of that, they'll say that you will uh, Think
Yes,
of
yes, I
Vaishnava
understand.
Pada, and
I think
you
they
won't get
call
Goloka.
in
That's
Hindi
what
they
they
tell
say.
घूम फिर के बात करते हैं, like that, you know. They
हाँ,
these
घूम फिरा
people
के,
will just
घूम फिर के,
They
घुमा फिर
don't
के.
have courage.
हाँ.
They don't have
they'll just
courage.
tell
They don't have truth.
something else and something else and just try to make us shut.
Yes,
They just
yes,
try to close
yes.
our mouth.
You tell me one thing. Which is the largest Puran out of these 18 Mahapurans?
Sir, I don't have a very clear idea on that.
It's
Don't
Skanda Puran.
mistake
Skanda
It's
me.
Skanda
Purana.
Puran, which has 81,000 shloks, and it has been classified as tamasic. So was Vyasa a fool?
No, no, that's what even I'm
That he
asking.
will write this
If the
81,000.
book with largest number of shlokas is leading you to hell, then we should not be reading any of his books, not even one the
No,
Sattvic
no.
one.
Instead of telling that, we can also tell uh, Vyasa himself is writing books which can take you to hell, so please read it. So that's the way it becomes. So that's the way it becomes.
No, but then
So
why we have Shiva Loka? If the people who follow Shiva will go to hell, then why we have
no,
Shiva
no, sir.
Loka?
I'm telling the way these people preach, right? So I'm trying to tell
Yeah.
that attribute. So it becomes like
Hmm?
this. If
Hmm?
you're writing four Vedas, you've written so many Purans, and you're telling to read only one, and you're telling not even to read other publishers. You're telling to read only which is published
Yeah,
by
yeah,
this
yeah.
there,
institute.
That's
there is
what.
not there is nothing logical what they speak sometimes, because they don't know the truth. First of all, they know only what Prabhupada has said to them, and first of all, they are narrow-minded people. That's why there are many shlokas even in their Sattvic books that say we should not be distinguishing these forms of God. Still, they will not use those shlokas. It means their mind is narrow. So yeah,
Yes, exactly.
it doesn't mean Sattvic Puranas don't have point. Even in Sattvic Puranas, Shiva has been glorified as a supreme truth. It's not like that he has not been glorified, but they will not share you those points, right? And one more thing,
Yeah.
in which category this Brahma Samhita comes?
No, sir, I
It's
don't
not
have
even a
any clear
proper
idea.
Shastra. It's
So
not even a proper
for
Shastra.
That's
yeah,
what
These
I'm
guys
asking.
only,
That's not even a
yeah, these
proper
guys only,
Shastra. Yes,
yeah,
yes. And
they
these
only
I
people
created
say
it.
think
these.
I think I read some particular, some text, because I started researching after my doctor's influence. I saw some kind of a text which is telling even Brahm Samhita is an interpolated stuff like that. So
The
is it
book is
anything?
interpolated. The
Actually,
book came into
No, no,
existence
it's
the
just.
book
not an
is a
interpolation.
later
See,
Book is an edition, complete edition
yeah,
to the
exactly.
culture.
Yeah, exactly. It's not even an
sectarian.
interpolation.
It's a sectarian book created by Gaudias. It is a
Hardly
sectarian
600
book
to 700
book
years ago.
created
Yes, yes,
not
yeah.
not
And
even
I believe the
500 years ago.
Gaudias are not such a famous part of Vaishnavism. They're just making it up, I believe, right?
Yeah. Yes, yes,
It
yes.
is just to,
Exactly.
spread this Prabhupada's philosophy. I never heard any kind of
भैया
Gaudiya
श्री
Vaishnavas,
राम
never
को
I
अंदर
heard.
ले लीजिए.
हाँ,
Pardon?
लेता हूँ.
श्री राम भैया को ले लीजिए
नहीं
अंदर.
कुछ.
But we are happy that you have transformed. This is not transformed. You have accepted the truth. It's a good
Yeah.
sign, and we all
Yes.
feel like successful in whatever we are doing, especially our Yash Bhai.
More than you people, sir, I feel some clarity has come into my life because of my daughter by seeing your channel. Because now I understand I was not trying to be ignorant wantedly, but now I understand that was ignorance. The way where what I was doing there,
Yeah.
things. Now I feel guilty. You just try to understand my states. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Means you are telling you become
Yeah.
tamasic, because ignorance is the word that they use for tamasic. Now you are saying you become ignorance. It means by joining Iskcon you become tamasic.
uh, kind of.
Yeah. ये सोमशेखर भैया,
Yeah.
सोमशेखर कुछ बोलेगा, उसको ऐड करना है क्या आपको? देखो जरा.
And sir, the channel Sanatana Dharma Decoded, right? I
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
I am.
love my daughter started loving the video on Shivratri which you made. She started crying after seeing the way Krishna addressed Lord Shiva. Right? She told me,
अच्छा.
"See your people,
Yeah,
your
गोपाल जी,
organization."
let me interrupt here. अच्छा,
Yes, sir.
तो भाई साहब यश भाई, मैं आपको वार्निंग दे रहा हूँ, बच्चे भी आपका वीडियो देख रहे हैं,
हाँ.
इसलिए गाली बिल्कुल नहीं.
Yes.
हाँ, बच्चे
मैं
भी
ट्राई
आपका
करूंगा.
वीडियो देख रहे हैं.
हम्म.
ट्राई
नहीं नहीं
नहीं,
सर.
ट्राई नहीं, बच्चे भी
आपका
वीडियो देख रहे हैं.
आपका इम्पैक्ट बढ़ेगा, लोग ज्यादा विश्वास करेंगे
हाँ
आपको अगर आप सही बोलेंगे।
हाँ हाँ, इसलिए गाली नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं।
अरे और यस भैया, एक चीज और, ये लाइव हटाइएगा मत, ठीक है? इसमें बहुत काम की चीज है,
हाँ।
ये जो इन्होंने बोला है अभी तक, ये बहुत काम का है।
यस।
हाँ,
ओके ओके फाइन, कंटिन्यू गोपाल।
My daughter, right? She started crying, seeing the way even Krishna sings some thousand names for Shiva. So I felt okay. A person, if he is claimed to be the supreme head of God personality, then why should he sing others? You can just stay
Yeah.
quiet. There's no need to sing. That means there's some unity in them. There's no sense of
Yes.
discrimination between them. That is what I understood from your video, sir.
Not at all,
Because
not at all.
because what I saw
Yeah.
in your video,
Hmm.
whatever Krishna is telling, then he's telling everything is what I told about myself is actually I'm telling about Shiva, like that.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's why they
Actually,
ask you to not to read those Puranas by indicating them as tamasic, because in those books Krishna is not mentioned as supreme. That's the main reason, and their business
yeah,
is not
Also, why
good.
yeah,
was I astonished was because that person, sir, you from Sanatana Dharma Decoded, he gave the evidence from Mahabharata itself. So I was just thinking, why shouldn't I try another book of another publisher? Then I
yeah,
bought another version from Gita Press, and my daughter
yeah.
enjoys that book.
That's nice. That's nice. That's nice.
see, Gopal ji, you will find
Yes, sir.
correct translation in almost all presses,
Publications
publications, and
around the world.
whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah, only these
Whether,
guys, they wrongly translate and misinterpret things.
yes,
Only
it is
they do
because
this.
of
Yeah,
their, for fulfilling their own agenda, they
yeah.
Jewish and all those missionaries wants to convert Sanatan Dharma into Abrahamic religion, and that's why they actually पैसे देते हैं और बहुत कुछ करवाते हैं कि ऐसे सब करो, गलत ट्रांसलेशन, ये करो वो करो। एक्चुअली बहुत सालों से चल रहा है, ऐसा नहीं कि अभी अभी चल रहा है। एक्चुअली जब
हाँ,
वो यहाँ पे रूल कर रहे थे ना, तब भी ऐसा हुआ था। तब भी आचार्यों को पैसे देकर या ये सब करवा के ऐसे इंटरपोलेशंस करवाए जाते थे, जो आज भी हो रहा है। इसलिए आप देखेंगे कि किसी भी और पब्लिकेशंस में, चाहे चौखंबा हो, चाहे गीता प्रेस हो, चाहे मोतीलाल हो, या कोई भी पब्लिकेशंस हो, उसमें आपको सारे ट्रांसलेशन सही मिलेंगे। सिर्फ और सिर्फ ये
भक्ति
इस्कॉन में ही
वेदांत
गलत
ट्रस्ट,
मिलेगा,
भक्ति
या
वेदांत ट्रस्ट।
भक्ति
उसमें ही
वेदांत
आपको
ट्रस्ट, हाँ।
गलत, या उसमें ही गलत मिलेगा आपको, क्योंकि वो एक एजेंडा है ना। इसीलिए तो देखो वो लोग मिशनरी की तरह क्यों काम कर रहे हैं, क्यों कोई इतना काम करेगा मिशनरी की तरह, क्योंकि कोई
Sir,
एजेंडा है उनका। हमें वही समझना है कि क्या एजेंडा है।
And there's a
yes,
channel on YouTube. There's a guy, and what he said was, he shamelessly said that he can literally, he can refute entire, Gita press. And he said that this is Mayavadi, that is Mayavadi. And both this Gita press or this Motilal, Chaukhamba, all these are Mayavadi, they are wrong. And only our Srila Prabhupada, he is true. What he translated is true, and rest all is false. Yeah,
and
he
sir,
literally said
one
this.
thing, one
They are
thing which I
exposed.
found very strange was when after I came to know a person, someone like Shankaracharya ji, right? Adi Shankaracharya ji. I basically, because I'm still a Iskcon member, right? What I tried to do was I tried to search Adi Shankara videos on Iskcon. Like, what are they trying to tell about him? Uh, these people seem to tell like you know God Himself sent him to spread Mayavad. How is it even possible? Why should God do such a nonsense?
Yeah, that's what. And actually, Advaita is not only by Adi Shankaracharya. You can find Advaita in all Puranas, all Upanishads, in Vedas, Mahabharata, everywhere. So it is just
The
to
thing is,
That's exactly my daughter told
bewilder,
me after seeing your channel.
bewilder. Yeah, yeah,
She told me when Krishna is telling I'm everything, I'm in and out of everything, I'm in the middle. There is no single action or a particular thing where I'm not existing. And when he's telling that, he's telling it from a sense of union, right? Something which he feels he's largely attached to
Yes,
in a
that
very
there is, yeah,
boundless
it
scale.
is,
So
it is the
when he's telling
underlying
that,
it is from the viewpoint of underlying non-dual reality, which is the substratum of everything. And Advaita talks about that substratum only, that there is a non-dual reality, undivided reality, which is the substratum, which is the adhishtan of everything, in which
so
everything
when
exists.
So when I
Yeah.
started listening to her, because I don't know, she actually speaks really good on these topics. She's more interested. So when I was told this, when Krishna is telling he's in everything, so basically everything is a form of God, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Appearance of God.
but it
Yeah.
is just that you have not attained to that state or that conscious level that you're not realizing that you are also a part of it, because
Exactly.
you're deluded by Maya.
Yeah.
But I found some saintly people who seem to transcend this, and they just call themselves to be Krishna. They just attain that state.
Yes, yes, yes.
So this is not my statement. This is told by my daughter. So I'm asking. So is it
That's
is
true.
this it?
That's
Okay?
true.
Okay, sir. So I don't know
It
how
is it
she.
is about the it is actually it is the yoga yukta avastha, our true state. Even Krishna explains that what is yoga yukta in the 6.29 Gita 6.29, that one who sees the self in all beings and all beings in the self, such person is referred as a yoga yukta and samadarshi, the one who is in samatva bhav. And
Yes, sir.
that is the state in which all realized beings always established in.
Yes, sir. And I believe even when I read the book of my which I bought from Gorakhpur Gita Press, uh, my probably my daughter, she used to tell me, I used to not even open the book, I just bought it for her. She used to read it and she used to tell me, in this it is mentioned that somewhere I don't know, she found it. She also sent me a picture in the mobile when I was in office. She's telling me
Mhm.
that Lord Krishna was in union with Lord Shiva. That's why he was able to show the cosmic form.
No,
Is
no,
it?
no, no. Actually, not. No, no. It is not like that. It is not with Lord Shiva. It is actually union with the true self. The mind is united with the true self, the underlying reality, which is the substratum of everything,
Okay.
which is the
And there is no
undivided essence.
dependency. And there is no dependency that
Yeah,
Krishna would need Shiva to do that, or Shiva would need Krishna to do that. So there is no dependency
yeah.
as well. When you get
So
connected with the truth, na, yes.
you're telling it is not the form which we have to attribute to the supreme. It is the underlying
Yeah.
reality which we have to attribute to the forms.
Yes, that's what.
Okay. Yes,
See,
sir.
see, just I will give you one example. I am telling that I am anitya, means I will die. This is from which viewpoint? This is the viewpoint from my body. And when I tell that I am avinashi, I am eternal, I am nitya, this is from which viewpoint? This is all from the viewpoint of Atma. So I am the same one. The person is I, the same, which is referring from two different viewpoints. The same way Krishna or Shiva or Devi in all their Gitas, or even if you will read Upanishads, the Upanishadic rishis, they refer the reality from the viewpoints of body and Atman. When they say they are everything, from which everything exists, in which everything stays, this and that, they are sun, they are moon, they refer it from the viewpoint of Atman. And when they say, the Krishna himself says that बहुत सारे जन्म मेरे हो गए, तुम्हारे हो गए, तो जन्म किसका होता है? बॉडी का। आत्मा का तो जन्म होता ही नहीं है। और कृष्ण ने ये भी कहा कि पत्रम पुष्पम जलम तोयम। तो ये सब जो बात कही वो उन्होंने अपने सगुण साकार, ये बॉडी की दृष्टि से कही। लेकिन जब उन्होंने कहा कि मैं ही सूर्य हूँ, मैं पानी का स्वाद हूँ, मैं नक्षत्र हूँ, मैं ये हूँ, मैं वो हूँ, तो वो कौन सा व्यू पॉइंट था? वो तो बॉडी का व्यू पॉइंट नहीं हो सकता, वो व्यू पॉइंट था अंडरलाइंग रियलिटी का, वो कॉन्शियसनेस का, वो सर्व आत्म भाव जो कि सबके अंदर चैतन्य रूप से। तो दो व्यू पॉइंट से बातें होती है, हर व्यक्ति दो व्यू पॉइंट से बातें कर सकता है।
Sir, could
दो
it be like
दृष्टियों।
this? Could it be
या
like this? Because the formless is, as you told me, according to your Siddhant, right? The underlying reality is formless, from which the form actually, takes a shape. So can I tell like this that why should the formless come only in one form and show only this form can be supreme? Because the same formless is taking
या
another form. In that form it can show
या
even in this form I'm supreme. Why should the supremeness be limited to a particular form of the formless God?
It's not
Yes,
limited.
that's
That's
what
what
it is.
Iskcon is
It's not
showing to you.
limited. There are
Hmm.
there are many Gitas, there are many instances in Puranas where other deities have also said the same thing which Krishna said. Even if you have read the Upanishads, there are various Upanishads where Upanishadic rishis, after realizing the underlying reality, after being in the Yoga Yukta Avastha, Samadarshana, they have told the same thing. Even in Kaushitaki Upanishad, we can find Indra telling the same thing which Krishna have said. But
Sir, I would
that's
request
what,
you a thing.
yeah, yeah,
um,
yeah, yeah,
I don't know. I seem to having a lot of interest about many things or aspects that you people seem to have, especially when I open
yeah,
the PDF of the all Gitas or something I open. So, sir, can you
yeah,
just like that keep posting all the Gitas, all the Vedas, whatever scripture
yeah,
is there in the
I will,
Hinduism? Just
I
try to
will,
add it there, sir.
I
I'll
will,
just share it to as many
yes,
people
I
I
will,
know, because I'm not
yes,
telling this just like that, because there are many people even in my own area, they don't even know there's such scripture exists, that you yourself can
yes,
attain and tell your God. I never knew such a thing. So if there are
yeah,
many books like this, if there are many books like this, so
yeah,
there are many people who know Sanskrit near my area. I'm a person who come from a
okay,
Telugu background. So if I just give these to
okay,
them, right? If I just give these to them,
hmm,
they can at least educate me on some. They can just spread these books.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, I
So,
will,
sir, I just
I will
request
surely
you,
post in future.
if possible, like
Yeah,
all the scriptures in Hinduism, right from A to Z. So,
hmm,
if it's possible, just post it, sir.
Better you
I will.
start with one or two, I would say. You can definitely move to others, but yeah, better you start with one or two.
Sure, sir. Not an issue.
श्रीराम भैया आप कुछ
Uh,
बोलना चाहते थे?
I just asked
नहीं
if
मैं
there are
कुछ
many books, right? If there are many books, people would see, okay, there are so many books. So I was just stuck with one. So they
Yeah,
would just develop that idea. So to make them get that idea, I
Yes,
just
Bhaiya.
asked whether.
आप बोलिए श्रीराम भैया कुछ.
नहीं मैं बस इनको बोलने दे रहा था, गोपाल जी को बोलने दे रहा था. मुझे लग रहा है कि इनको जो बोलना था इसलिए वो आए थे यहाँ.
सर, और
तो मुझे
हम
कुछ
मध्वाचार्य से फिलोसफी में my one of my Guruji used to tell. Am I audible, sir?
यस.
yeah.
Yeah. Actually, we believe in Madhvacharya philosophy. There is a concept called as
वो
Hanuma.
ब्रह्म नरसिम्हा वो सड़ी के सुन
Uh,
क्या
hello.
क्या बोल रहा था?
अरे 1 sec.
हाँ,
या
बोलिए, बोलिए.
प्लीज स्पीक.
Okay, sir. Yeah. So there's a concept called Hanuma, Bhima, and Madhva in our Madhvacharya philosophy. So it states that Hanuman and Bhima and Madhvacharya, they are actually kind of brothers or something like this. Hanuman and Bhim and Madhvacharya. And one day when they saw Madhvacharya, right, he just transformed himself into Hanuman. So they tell that. So he is also a form of Hanuman. And they agree that Hanuman is a form of Rudra or Lord Shiva. And I was just awestruck to know that Lord Shiva himself is a philosopher. I mean, the person who wrote the Granth of Madhvacharya, whatever is there. Because if Hanuman and Madhva and Bhim are same, all are actually the underlying form is Hanuman. The Hanuman is a form of Shiva. So I was just wondering if Lord Shiva himself has come. Lord Shiva himself has written our Vaishnava scripture. This means he himself is in many forms. Like he himself is writing something on other form of his, and he himself is writing something else. So I feel even you see Adi Shankaracharya is believed to be incarnation of Shiva itself, right?
Yes.
So I believe most of the gurus are an incarnation of the God itself. That's what I feel. Even in our culture, they
Yeah.
never. But in one problem is, they agree that Hanuman is a form of Rudra or Shiva, but they never agree that Shiva himself can see. If Shiva himself is coming in the form of Madhvacharya, and he's telling. Actually, Madhvacharya actually did some many celestial magic stuff. Many saints do that, right? They do some kind of miracles. So when he did such things, they felt he's godly kind of a person. So what I'm trying to say is, uh, how are they attributing? See, I'm not. They are agreeing that Madhvacharya is a form of Hanuman and Hanuman is a form of Shiva. Then why aren't they agreeing that the same God is trying to tell some other philosophy in different part of the world just to chant
No,
different forms?
for 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 them, Lord Shiva is not Hanumanji, and he is even below Vayudev. Lord Shiva is technically nothing for them.
I think there's one Prabhuji whom I have actually seen once in some satsang. His name is Amog, I guess. He's telling that Shivji became Hanuman for Ramji. So even in our Madhva philosophy, it's believed like that. So, but yeah, actually, as you say, they call him a demigod, sir. Which after seeing the video of especially Sanatana Dharma Decoded, right? I don't even know whether can we attribute such terms because even in Mahabharata, there's no such mention. I believe Krishna worshipped him before the war as well, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
and
yes,
there
yes.
is nothing called as demigod here. We have devatas and the supreme power. There is no middle entity called as god of demigods. This is all nonsense
Also,
created by ISKCON. And one more
yes,
thing,
sir.
I wanted to tell you, if you want to get into deep into our scriptures, at least read 3 4 Purans from 4 different gods. You will get the idea who is demigod. That's why they will not ask you to read other Puranas, because if you start opening and reading Shiva or Devi Puranas, you will find Vishnu as demigod,
Their conditioning will
which is all
gone.
nonsense. Which is all
And one
nonsense.
Yeah.
one
We
question
have
when I was
yes, yes, we have
one
Acharya
question
Shankar, who
when I
was
was
not
in
a sectarian
satsang.
person. We have Acharya
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shankar, who was not a sectarian person. You read his stutis, and you will
Yes.
get an idea who everyone is supreme, and that's how our culture has been designed. And if you read Vedas, there is no division of sattvic, tamasic, and rajasic in Vedas. I don't know whether Iskcon has told this or not, but if you read, we have like 5 Atharvashirsh related to Vishnu, Shiva, and Devi, Surya. So these all these we have. There is no mention of demigod like that as such, the way they are mentioning, and there are clear mentions that we should not be distinguishing between Hari and Har. Why they are not telling that? Even nowadays we are telling we should not fight with different religion, but within our religion, when we have such statements that clearly say we should not fight, we should not distinguish, which will lead us to hell, then why we are doing the distinguish, why are we distinguishing them? Just look for the logic. There is no logic, you know.
I think I just read one of the my daughter showed. My daughter keeps showing many things. She showed one statement which Shankaracharya ji made. He seems to tell Shankar Narayana Ekaha or something like that, right? Which means
Yeah.
these people are indifferent and they have merged their body. Half is Shiva and half is like Krishna.
Hari Har,
That is
Hari Har.
that is from the that is from Markandeya. That is from Sage Markandeya. Okay,
Okay.
and this is from Harivamsha. This is from
So
the
also I
Harivamsha
want to
Parva
tell
of
you
Mahabharata.
I also want to tell you, actually, Madhvacharya, right? I'm telling you from my personal experience, uh, though we are from the Madhvacharya sect, Madhvacharya also seems to mention that worship of Lord. Even Madhvas have a part of worship of Lord Shiva, and there is one Swamiji who is called as Sri Guru Raghavendra Swami. Are you aware of this
Yes,
person, sir? Any? Yeah.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes,
So
I
I'm
am
aware
aware.
of him. I'm aware of him.
yeah,
I'm aware of him.
yes, sir,
I am
yes, sir.
also.
So he's also a Madhva. He was a very great sage, and even
Hmm.
today there's a place called Mantralayam, sir, where there's a Vrindavan where his body is there in that Vrindavan.
Correct,
Maybe
correct,
he's
correct.
150 years passed by, but he never he's also a Madhva, and he never discriminated Lord Shiva and Vishnu. Even after entering, first there is a Devi temple which is called some Manchalama temple, because I was in
Wow.
Andhra. I went to Tirupati. In Madhvacharya, Raghavendra Swami's this place. Inside the first, when we enter, there is Devi. That is, her name is Manchalama over there. She's present as Manchalama. And after you get in, there's a linga. There's a Shivalinga, which
Hmm.
Swamiji himself
Hmm.
has, did some puja for that, and he has worshipped. And after that only
Yeah.
there's Hanuman after that. Then after that only he's sitting in the
Hmm.
Brindaban, but it's believed that he's today also is inside that. He told that he'll stay with his body for some 700 or so years to just bless all the people. Then after 700 years, he will just leave the body within the this thing itself, the Brindavan itself. So even such a
Yeah.
great saint who's attained from a Madhva philosophy itself, I don't think he has discriminated. Even today in Mantralayam, so you can just visit. There is a Shivalinga, and there are Shiva devotees also who come there. So
That's nice.
this is actually Madhvacharya. This is the way people are actually, but I don't know from where these Iskcon people do such discriminations, which lead to internal conflict,
Hmm.
and they just
Actually, yeah.
They care about
They
business. They
they
don't care about conflict and all that. They
they
only care about the
they
business and name.
wants they wants to create divisions so that you remember how these foreigners, these invaders came in India, and they were always wanting to divide us. They started creating conflicts by different stories and all that. The same way Jewish missionaries, Christian missionaries wants through Iskcon that Hindus should be divided between the sects and all this. This is what it is, all
so one
agenda.
more thing which I'm very much I don't feel it's
Hmm.
so
Yeah.
convincing from these people. They asked me to not to eat any food oriented to onion. They told you will become a rakshas if you eat onion and stuff.
Hmm.
Because I'm
Yeah,
not
that is a one sec. That is
and
a normal thing. That is a normal
yes sir.
thing. Generally, onion and garlic is not recommended for those who are in spiritual practice. Okay, onion, garlic,
Yeah.
and meat, and all of that. So that's a general thing.
Sir, but my question is, even without they told me if you eat onion you will have tamogun, you will become tamasic. The tamas gun will increase in you. Then I was wondering, if you're telling it will increase, then you're telling that it's already in me. So whether I eat
It's
it or
there.
not eat it, whether I eat it or not eat it, it's not about that. It's just the way I maintain my emotions, right? To attain.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
It's,
yeah.
Yeah.
it's,
So some
it's just
people
the way I
see there are
maintain
two.
my chemistry with my
Yeah,
body.
yeah. So there are two people. So there are two approaches to. Actually, there are three approaches to this. Okay. So all of this is based on the yoga philosophy. So one is by control of your breath. Okay, that's one approach. Another approach is by actually maintaining certain emotions, by maintaining certain attitudes. Okay, that's one more method. And the third method is the someone has to mute themselves, please. Yeah, and the third method is food. So generally these three methods people use, and it's basically for control of the mind. That's the whole point. Yash bhai, I'll be dropping off.
Absolutely,
Chalo.
absolutely, sir.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you very much for joining. Alright, so I'm from Hyderabad. I've been watching your videos for a very long time, and I can say that you're doing a great job. Keep it up. Am I audible? Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. I'm grateful.
Alright, dude. क्या मैं हिंदी में बात कर सकता हूँ क्या?
Yes, you can.
Hindi is the first
Alright.
priority. If you can, that's good. Otherwise, English.
तो यहाँ पे श्री राम जी जो योग के बारे में कह रहे हैं, तो मैं एक प्रैक्टिसिंग योगी हूँ, तो मैंने ये चीजें सीखी है. So the very first thing in self-realization is to master this body, to master this breath. ये हम कर सकते हैं प्राण क्रियाएं और सूक्ष्म क्रियाएं करके. और उसके बाद यश भाई, आपने विज्ञान भैरव तंत्र तो पढ़ा ही होगा, है ना?
Yes. Yes.
I think I'm boring you guys. You guys already know about this, right?
अरे मैंने बोला हाँ. Yes.
Okay. तो मनोमय कोश में हम अपने सारे के सारे बिलीफ सिस्टम्स वगैरह इन सभी पर हम ध्यान लगाते हैं और हम इन्हें देखते हैं. उसके बाद जब हमारा शरीर और हमारा मन जब अच्छा होगा, तो काफी सालों के बाद उसके बाद ज्ञानमय कोश होगा. तो ज्ञानमय कोश में हम ये सारे के सारे सुपर नेचुरल एबिलिटीज को हम हार्नेस कर सकते हैं. से बहुत सारे इंस्टेंसेस है, योगीज बिना कपड़ों के, बहुत ही कम कपड़ों के साथ भी -1 -2 डिग्रीज के टेम्परेचर में भी वो साधना करते हैं, अपना मेडिटेशन करते हैं.
Yes.
And then the final thing is enlightenment. All right, thank you very much. Bye. Anyways, 1 minute. आपके क्या व्यूज है आर्य समाज पर, सर?
वो भी वैसा ही है, इस्कॉन जैसा ही है. गलत है वो भी एक तरह से.
और आपके क्या व्यूज है इस यूट्यूबर पे, अंकुर आर्य?
मैंने उसको नहीं देखा, तो कोई व्यूज नहीं है.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are your views on Aryan and Dravidian theory, etc.? Hello, sir?
इस पर नहीं मानता मैं आर्यन इन्वेशन को.
मानना भी नहीं
बकवास है
चाहिए.
सब. बकवास है सब.
बिल्कुल बकवास है. हगुपात जी.
जी.
Sir, can I ask another question? Hello.
Yes, ask.
So my question is like, when this was also an incident in Iskcon which I had. There was one Swamiji when he was telling something as इस प्रपंच में जो भी है बस Krishna, something like that he was telling. He's saying only Krishna exists. Then my one of the devotees who was sitting beside my, just next to me or something like that. I don't know exactly because it was just a year ago or something. He asked, Prabhuji, prapanch kya hai? What is prapanch? Then in the meanwhile, right, I just searched on my phone prapanch. It's mentioned that it is just the entire cosmos, so like five elements, and this guy is attributing those 5 elements are like he's telling prapanch means of Krishna. Then I just researched, actually they told even in Madhu Sampradaya they refer Krishna to be black, in the sense they call him the darkness.
Yeah.
And also when I asked him what is prapanch, he told he never bothered to tell me that these are the 5 elements, like which exist. He never bothered to tell me that. He's just telling वो सब कुछ selling वो सब कुछ we're not supposed to tell. We don't know. We're just telling everything is just Krishna. Then till date he is not attributed that aspect. Whether what is he referring to as prapanch? Like what is that actually? He never.
Prapanch is the objects made up of 5 elements.
Yes, sir.
Everything which is made up of 5 elements is said to be prapanch, and that's why this world is told as prapanch.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're telling these 5 elements are present everywhere as all the universes or something like that? It's just
Yeah.
variety
Not.
of it is just variety of
Yeah.
complexities and complications these 5 elements
Yes.
take in different mixtures. Is it what you're trying to tell?
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, so in different compositions in unimaginable proportions, they mix up and they just form different realms, right? Of physicality.
Yeah.
Okay,
This is what even Sankhya Darshan and Vedanta Darshan, even Nyaya Darshan says so.
Okay, sir, I actually want to go through those whichever books you're told, sir. But one request I have: could you just when you're posting in that PDF, right, just post it in English so that I can understand, because being from Telugu background, it seems very difficult for me to understand. So
Actually,
whichever books you're posting.
Actually, I have posted in both languages, English also and Hindi also.
Okay.
Which different Gitas and understanding Advaita and as Atma Bodh and Tattva Bodh and all those books I have posted in English and Hindi both.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So if you just, as I requested, if you just make it in English, right? So it will be convenient. So I can share it to other people also.
Yeah, surely, I will.
Yes, sir.
And I have even added many books in that. If you have gone through, there are many new books also which have came in that drive.
Yes, sir. I'll see it. I'll see it, sir, for sure.
Yeah.
So actually, it's actually kind of really diverted my very mindset of what I have in this organization. So I just feel I have to really make a drastic change out of here. I just have to accept what is being happening here and just have to like come out of it. Because it's a very it's a very huge shock, sir. You just understand my state of mind.
Yeah. Actually, because you have done great devotion and you have surrendered well your mind and you have done, मतलब पूरे प्रेम से आपने भगवान को भजा होगा, तभी भगवान ने आपको इस्कॉन की रियलिटी दिखा दी.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you are a true devotee, actually.
Yes, sir. Yes. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Mostly thanks to my daughter.
And
I called her, she ran away. So thanks to all your channels, sir. It's really good. All the people who are, sir, and I also seen many people. I don't know. I don't know if these people are also Iskconites. I think they're trying to expose your own channel. So they're telling Sanatana Dharma Decoded expose. Then I saw in that there is no content. My daughter shows me all the videos.
Yeah, there is no content. They have no ideas,
actually they are not.
Actually, they are just. They are misinterpreting me. They are misinterpreting me and also they अज्ञानता का फायदा उठा रहे हैं. जो लोगों को नहीं पता, लोगों को बेसिक्स नहीं पता कितने चीजों के अदर, मतलब they don't know about the other scriptures and all that. तो वही अज्ञानता का फायदा उठा रहे हैं. कोई मतलब उनका कोई एक्सपोज है ही नहीं मेरे ऊपर. और मैंने उन सबके रिप्लाई भी दे दिए. या
regarding these people when they praise me telling about Krishna, sir, they told me that there are two Krishnas probably. One is the one whom you refer to as the avatar who came from Lord Vishnu. And actual the person who showed Vishwarupa is not that he's the one from Golok. They're attributing some other personality. Is it actually authentic, sir? Is this thing authentic? What they're trying to
No, this is not any authentic statement, because we cannot find this in scriptures.
Okay. They're
Yeah.
telling that they're telling, and one more thing I want to ask, sir. I think when you know when this Krishna was doing Ras or Leela, right? They told me that Lord Shiva was attracted to that and he came down to see, becoming a dressing up like a woman. So they're telling when he was trying to enter the um, Ras, uh, they are telling that they asked him. He told, "I am Shankar, Lord Shiva," something like that. Then it seems to be like the gopis questioned him, uh, which Brahmans God are you? So they're telling a lot, and he told, "I am the Chaturmukhi Brahma's Brahma ka Brahman ka like God."
या
Then
ओके,
then
मैं अभी थोड़ी देर में आता हूँ, तब तक श्रीराम जी
yes,
आंसर देंगे आपको। मैं आता हूँ थोड़ी
yes
देर
sir,
में।
sure sir.
हाँ,
हेलो ब्रो, मैं तो हेलो, मैं वो नहीं हूँ सर। हेलो,
आप वो नहीं
हेलो,
हो, रुको।
नहीं, मैं आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछने आया था।
Okay. So shall I just finish the question if possible? Just 1 minute.
या
So they're telling he's only the lord of only one particular realm or one particular what is it, universe or Brahman. But as you're telling, if it is referred to as prapanch, right, that means the entire
या
cosmos is actually 5 elements. Even if there's
या
infinite cosmos, even if there are infinite universes and multiverse, and there's a cosmic web, so it should be made of the same 5 elements which we refer, right, which we refer to as panch bhut. So, I'm asking whether Lord Shiva can be attributed only to a single universe, or is it multiversal kind of? Hello. So can you hear me? Hello. Hello. Sir, it seems to be there's some person claiming that I'm a fake Isconist. So I would request you to add him to the call, sir. So maybe he has some doubts. I'll clarify whether I'm a true Isconist or I'm just. I don't have any purpose even to talk. If I'm not influenced by videos. So if even if he wants, I can send my live address from Tirupati, Bangalore. So if you want, you can just add him, sir. So if you just add him, maybe I'll clear him because he seems to mention that I'm a some person called Surya. He seems to mention that I'm a fake Isconist in the comment section somewhere, chat box. So sir, it would be good if you add him so that I'll just kind of even send my live address to him of Google Maps that I'm not any fake Isconist. I'll also send him my name in Iskcon. I'm a member in Iskcon. So if he comes, if he really wants to, confirm whether it's a lie or what is being done here. So if you just allow him, sir, I'll just try to share. I can just collect this number. I'll just try to share. Hello, sir, are you there? I just want to reply to a person named Sudha Kini. She's asking are you from Bangalore? Like, are you from Iskcon Bangalore? So I said, I have to say you, madam, that I am not from Iskcon Bangalore. I am from Iskcon Tirupati. This is a reply which I am giving to Sudha Kini. She's asked me that, uh, I want to talk to you. Where are you? From Bangalore. Please share your name in Iskcon Bangalore. Madam, I want to tell you I'm not in Iskcon Bangalore. I am from Iskcon Tirupati, not from Iskcon Bangalore.
हेलो। सॉरी, मैं चला गया था कहीं पर। यार, ओके, तो एंड करता हूँ अब मैं।